try to find the stream and share it out. We're going. We tell them not to bring their backpacks at all. Show is in that, like break 2, segment 2, break 3, commercials and right at the head commercials. Chaotic, but we'll get there.
Good evening, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday night, although the word of the night is going to be hot. It was spring of 1824 when the U.S. military established Oklahoma. For example, Fort Gibson had the first telephone. It had the first drama theater. It had the first steamboat landing, had the first school for the blind, and the first highway to Fort Smith. Over the last 199 years, Fort Gibson has become a remarkable town with some pretty cool attractions in eastern Oklahoma. Tonight, the Tigers from historic Fort Gibson had made the 75-mile trek to start the 2023 pre-campaign on what we call Week 0. And the Mustangs have put in the work. They're ready to embark on what should be an exciting football season. Hell, everyone, I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. My name is Brent Kellogg, along with my broadcasting partner, high school principal Kevin Hogue. Kevin, one word tonight: hot.
It is incredibly hot. I know we checked a little bit earlier. I think the heat index was something like 112. They've been dealing with it all week. I know everybody in the state, you've been seeing cancellations and moving practices. We moved some practices to the morning, try to give the guys a little bit of a break. And I know talking to Coach Wagner, he wanted to be prepared, but he was more concerned about getting them to tonight at 8 o'clock with some juice left in the tank.
Man, it is going to be hot. Couple of things to think about tonight. You just mentioned a later kickoff. That's all across the state. Was talking to one of the radio guys in Oklahoma City, and I just said, hey, give you a heads up. We're late. And he said, man, most of the big ones are. The turf ain't cool.
No, that turf is hot.
That's
got
one
that
of the things
black
about
rubber
grass.
pellets.
Grass will cool off.
Yeah, I know some of the colleges, they'll have practice fields, obviously both, depending on what they play on, and they'll
Sure.
have temperature guns. And it's oftentimes 20, 25, 30 degrees hotter, especially with that sun. So moving it back, you can see most of the field is shaded. I think it's about as cool as we're going to get it.
There's also, I understand, a friendly wager that's on the line for tonight's ball game.
Yes, sir. Their head principal, Mr. Ben Pemberton, is a great guy. I've known him for a long time, known his dad. His dad's a state senator. And we have another wager. Last year we bet polos. Basically, the losing principal has to wear the winning team's polo on Monday. We were fortunate enough to come out on the good side of that last year, and he posted a video. He was a good sport. He wore it all day. So I have it up here in the booth. I'm meeting him at the 50-yard line after the game. Hopefully I'll be giving him some
You should have
blue
just
and
told
gold.
him to keep it last year.
Right?
You know, I mean, talk a little no, you don't want to be that guy. So anyway, when we come back, we got a lot of stuff to do. We got to talk about keys to success for the Mustangs, our weekly conversation with head coach Darren Wagner. This is the Mustang Tailgate Show. We'll be back right after this.
Hey Mustang family, I'm here with Coach Wagner. It is game day and we're excited. Now, it's a little weird, we've done this last year, but explain to the people at home 0 week, what that is.
Well, basically, it's just comes right before week 1. And so we play a 0 week, week 1, week 2 versus Collinsville and Claremore. And then we have a week 3 bye before we start district play, weeks 4 through 10.
Yeah.
So we do have a tough non-district schedule. We like it. It's kind of like you finish a segment of your season, get a week there to work on you, regroup, and get geared up for district play.
Yeah, I like 0 week. I like that week kind of to recover. And that's an optional thing that OSSA allows you to kind of opt in or opt out of, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so I know we had, spring ball since last time we talked. We had, summer pride, summer workouts, summer 7v7. Talk me through that, how that went. We got a lot of new faces as we do every year. Kind of how's our prep been up to actually putting pads on?
Well, it's been really solid. I mean, we had a good spring ball going back to May. People always say, man, isn't that crazy starting early and 0 week? But I'm like, we've been doing this since May. So I think actually the kids probably enjoy it because they get to hit on somebody else, a week sooner. But Summer Pride was really good, really proud of the kids. I thought we all got better there. And then in spring ball and camp and 7-on-7 through the summer, we had good reps. So we feel good. It's, time to go out and get tested.
I know talking to kids this week, they were excited to play. That summer into school camp before that first game can drag if you don't have a 0 week. And so, like you said, they're ready to hit somebody else, ready to put all that hard work into practice and play on tonight here. So talk to me a little bit about the Mustangs. Like, what is it looking like? I know we have, obviously, Ashton Wright returning 1,000-yard runner. Obviously, probably going to lean heavy on him. But how are we looking? We all healthy?
Yeah, everybody's healthy coming out of fall camp. You're going to see some new faces tonight. We're going to have 7 kids on each side of the ball only playing one way. That is the goal. And obviously, the heat is a factor. You can say what you want to the kids and everybody. It's not a factor. It's a factor. Mm-hmm. And so we will still be rolling kids. Our offensive line is that unit you don't like to sub. And a lot of those kids play D-line. So D-line, there'll be a rotation where those kids are running through and trying to keep them fresh. But Ashton Wright, obviously over 1,000 yards last year from scrimmage, rushing and receiving. He's coming back. Brad Hoisington has done a great job at quarterback. We're excited about him. You got Jack Burchett back, one of the skilled players, and we really need him as a threat down the field. We have some new people that are kind of showing up, taking a role. Jaden Tanner started at linebacker last year, but he can tote the ball at running back. So can Ty Cherry, who is a linebacker. And so we're trying to keep some depth there at running back where Fort Gibson's always having to tackle a fresh guy.
Sure.
And then up front, Jackson Gill's a senior, kind of anchoring that along with Tyler Stovall and some juniors in there like Bryce and Wrangler and Cooper. So we're excited about our guys. They've done a good job, and I can't wait to watch them play well tonight.
Yeah, they've had a little pep in their step this week in the hallways. That's been fun. Super excited. Last thing for me, this week the heat's been just brutal. So talk to me about how you kind of modify practice to take care of the guys.
Well, we couldn't find a big enough tent to put all the way over. So we still have our little one on the sideline. But basically, we're going for stretches outside, and then we're back in for either meetings, walkthrough, or film, and then we're back outside for stretches at a time. Obviously, 2 to 5 is a pretty hot time of the day.
Yeah.
It won't be quite as hot, especially in the second half of the game because the sun's down. But the heat's a real thing. It's something, our kids' safety is the number one thing.
Sure.
And as a coach, you always want to make sure you're prepared at the same time, too. So it does. We actually got a jump on Fort Gibson, I'm glad, because we scrimmaged last Thursday. And so we were on all of our special team stuff for Fort Gibson on Friday, and I'm glad we were able to get some of those little things in, some of those situational type things.
All right. Well, excited for the game tonight, Coach. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with more after this.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is community.
Welcome back to the Mustang Tailgate Show. It is a warm evening here on the flat plains of western Rogers County. A lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of anticipation has led up to this moment. And game 1 is actually played on week 0 that you and Coach just talked about. And so I don't know if it's hotter 7 days earlier. This August has been warm. But anyway, it's technically week 0 for Oklahoma sports. But we're facing Fort Gibson tonight in week 1.
Yeah, it is a little wonky. Week zero, game 1. But I know Coach loves it. One, if you've ever played football, that fall camp is a long time.
Yeah.
So that extra week where you're grinding it in this heat and you haven't played and you're hitting each other, it can get non-productive. So playing at week 0 and then building in that bye week, if you will, is great leading into district play.
My conversation with him, he says, Brent, I've done this for 25 years. He said it's one of the hottest.
Yeah, it was intense. I know we had readings, 122 Monday and Tuesday. Mr. Dixon, our new athletic director, did a great job. He got some new equipment. It's called a wet bulb, and he had it on not only the turf here, but he had it on softball.
I thought he was talking about his head.
No doubt. No ball jokes. But basically it gives you a reading, and it tells you the recommended time you should be outside.
Really?
So think about Monday. It was only recommended we were outside for 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then we go inside for 45,
Yeah.
and we watch film and do some things.
Crazy schedule. They practiced a couple days early in the morning before it got too hot, and then, sometimes they needed to be out in the heat. So let's talk real quick about who we will see tonight starting for the Mustangs. Let's start on the defensive side of the ball tonight, and some of these names we've seen over the last couple of years. We've also got some new faces tonight. At the nose, number 50, junior Warren Pierce. He will be playing right there on that defensive line, and then the ends, Bryce Byer and Tyler Stovall, they like to switch back and forth, so you don't necessarily have a left end or right end. They kind of like to keep the offensive line guessing. In the linebacker core, you'll see number 27, junior Gavin Salt. You'll also see senior Ty Cherry, but they use him as a hybrid. Sometimes he may go up on the line and almost look like a four-man front.
Absolutely. They flex him up. He's not only really smart, he's also really good. So that provides Coach Wagner and the defensive guys a lot of flexibility there.
And on the inside linebackers, you'll see junior Jade Tanner, and then also number 40, senior Max Becker. At the corners, you'll see Ashton Wright. I expect to call his name a lot tonight. Also, you'll see Garrett Salt. He's a junior as well. We talked, importantly, he's doing his best to try to protect our quarterback, Brad, but he said you may see him in important third down situations. Brad last year was one of our best corners. They're trying to protect him, trying to conserve energy, but he said you may see him. You'll also see sophomore Sam Hogue and junior Jackson Lustig back there in the backfield as well. Let's talk a little bit about the offense. The big boys up on the offensive line. Right tackle, number 55, senior Jackson Gill. Right guard, number 71, junior Wrangler Dix. At the center, number 54, senior Tyler Stovall, and then your left guard, number 70, Cooper Robinson, and then left tackle, number 64, Bryce Byers. A lot of work has gone into that group.
Absolutely. They've put a ton of work in that group. They feel great about it. Obviously, you mentioned a lot of those guys playing on the D-line as well, so we're not super deep at those positions, but those 5 should stack up well against anybody.
You will see at a tight end, so he can go out as a receiver, could do some blocking on the line. Number 27, junior Gavin Salt. At the wide receivers, kind of a speedy bunch. Number 4, junior Braxton Davis. Number 2, senior Jackson Burchett. And then in a slot, you'll see Devin Shondell. And those guys, they may not have the size, but they've got some speed. Like Burchett can light it up. He can go get it. In the backfield, you'll see senior Ashton Wright, kind of the spark plug of this offense, just a veteran. You can just hand him the ball, trust he's going to make good decisions, got a high football IQ, and they count a lot on him. And I kind of expect at times this season him to put the team on his shoulder.
Absolutely. He was a workhorse last year, 1,000-yard back, has great vision, great ball security. I know they feel really good when he's got the ball in his hands.
You'll see Braden Stovall in there as well with some carries. Quarterback, number 11, junior Brad Hoisington. You may or may not know this. He's a first cousin to JoJo Griswold, who's been our quarterback for the last couple of years. And it's Brad's time. He's a junior, stepped up. Coach feels good about it.
He's looked really good. He can sling it. He's a great athlete as well. So I know they feel great about with the ball in his hands, him making the right decisions. So he should light it up tonight. I'm looking forward to that.
Described him with a very high football IQ, can make some great reads, and so there's your offense and your defensive starters. You're going to see a lot of rotation tonight just because of the heat. It's going to be important. I mean, obviously games are won or lost in the fourth quarter because that's when it's over, but also what do you got in the gas tank? And so Coach said intentionally, we're going to let guys play a couple of downs. It's almost like a pitch clock. And George Peters is kind of responsible for watching the linemen, the other position coach responsible for theirs, and you're just going to see them try to conserve some energy, conserve some legs. I expect to see a lot of cramps tonight as well.
Absolutely. If you remember this game last year, it was just about as hot over at Fort Gibson, and both sides had a lot of cramps, a lot of guys going down, a lot of guys rotating in and out, and I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight. They've emphasized not only hydration but nutrition and being able to metabolize some of those some of that water content. So hopefully our guys are in tip-top shape. But as you mentioned, there's no way you're going to be able to play both sides of the ball, play every down tonight. It's just too hot. Heat index, I just checked, it's 107, probably close to 110 on the field.
RCB Bank is community.
When we come back, we had a lot of talk about
RCB Bank is friendly customer service.
And more.
Fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even a neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Welcome back to a hot Friday, August night in Oologah, Oklahoma, where the Mustangs will begin their 2023 campaign at home. And that's great for you and I because, baby, we in the air conditioning tonight. We've upgraded this thing, and we're in the air conditioning. I want to take you to the field because we are getting ready to enjoy the Stallion Battalion as we do the national anthem tonight. So Kevin and I can be quiet for just a second and let you enjoy our national anthem.
And now, our national anthem, performed by the Oologah High School Stallion Battalion Marching Band under the direction of John Matthews and Dave Smith.
Welcome back to the Oologah Mustang Tailgate Show, where Fort Gibson has made the 75-mile trek to come tonight to visit the Mustangs. This game was on the road last year. Kind of a fun pre-district game for us in Fort Gibson. I feel like we have a good relationship with them, and we were there last year, and they're home this year, or here at our place this year.
Yeah, we play them a lot, whether it's basketball, wrestling, all the things. They are a non-district game this year, but fun fact for next year, they are a district game. There's some redistricting going on. We're going to lose Cushing and Cleveland, and we're gaining Victory Christian, and we're gaining Fort Gibson in the district play. So this will be the last year we see them 0 week.
A couple of starters we did not talk about because our camera guys for the last several years have graduated. On the cameras tonight, Asher Streeter and Nate Osborne, both baseball players. And I don't know, do you guys have blackmail on them? Is that what happened? Like, hey, I'm going to give you detention unless you do this? Where are we at?
No, they're a couple of great kids. And as I phrased it to Nate's mom, she works for us. She's one of my teachers. I said, Nate's the kind of kid I'd love to pile into Suburban with us and buy dinner for. That's who we're looking for. There's good kids. So first game, we gave them a little quick tutorial. And they're ready to go. They're excited, as we are.
Be patient with it tonight. We do have some new equipment, got some new faces on our broadcast team, and so doing our best tonight to bring the excellence of the Mustang Network to you. Kevin, let's talk a little bit about who you got. Who do you anticipate having a big game tonight for the Mustangs?
I'm going to give you a couple names off the defensive line.
Okay.
I think Bryce Byers, and I think, who was I going to say? I think Warren Pierce. Those were my two guys. Warren can get after the quarterback. He ended the scrimmage, the blue and gold scrimmage with a sack. He ended the scrimmage against Pryor with a sack. I think those guys are going to be instrumental. Fort Gibson's starting a young quarterback. They're going to have to rely on the run. The guy runs hard, but if we can get some pressure, let our line and eat up some blocks and let our linebackers make plays, and like you said, our hybrid guys in our secondary, we're going to be just fine.
Yep. You know what? I'm excited to watch him play. I'm going to go with Brad Hoisington, and just. You know, it's his time. He's a junior. He's been behind his lifelong cousin that he's grown up with. And Brad's a great athlete. He's got some great football awareness, great football IQ. And so I'm going to pick him. And Ashton Wright's right there. I really wrestled with this because I think Ashton Wright, just a veteran coming in.
Yeah. Ashton Wright's who's everyone expecting to get 20, 25 carries.
Exactly.
Brad's a great athlete. Obviously his first varsity start, but we're not worried about that. When they tested out, I know he led the team in standing broad jump. So that just gives you a little testament. He plays basketball. He plays baseball. He pitches. He does a little bit of everything. And he's probably going to do a little bit of everything tonight. He's probably going to run. He's probably going to throw. And I expect him to play great tonight.
Just a couple of keys to the game. I think from being around practice a little bit, talking to the coach, and just the conversation that happens in the hallways, I think the Mustangs need to play with confidence.
100%. I think getting off to a good start, lots of new faces is key. We've had, maybe not won as many games as we'd liked in the past couple of years. And so building that confidence one play at a time, and it can happen quick.
Man, we were a couple of wonky plays last year away from finishing third in our district.
Yes.
Behind the number 1, number 2 team that actually wound up playing for the gold ball.
Well, we tied for third.
Right.
And we ended up fifth, which
Exactly.
like you meant, we'll call it wonky tiebreak rules. We ended up fifth. So we were right there the last 2 years, really. But this year, we expect big things. We got a lot of seniors. I think we're deeper at some of those skill positions. We're not super deep on the line. We've talked about that. Right. But I think speed, athleticism, we're better than we've been in quite some time.
So back to Bristow last year and just this close, and what happened with McLean, just this close. And so that's what I'm saying. Play with confidence. The last couple of years haven't necessarily gone the way, number one, we as a community kind of expect from Mustang football. That's okay. Put it behind you. Play with the buddy that's right next to you. Play with all your heart and play with confidence. When you put that Mustang blue and gold on, that means something. And I think, like you said, get off to a good start. And, man, I'm excited about this roster. I'm excited about these kids. We've watched them play for a long time. You've got some talent in some pretty key places.
Absolutely. It started at 7:40 this morning with morning pep. The cheerleaders were on point. The speech from Coach Wagner is always on point. That guy's intense. He's ready to go. Ashton Wright spoke for the team and did a great job. And it was just a little different vibe in a better way as far as morning pep. I feel like everyone's kind of on the same page. Coach Wagner talked about having one heartbeat, and I felt that today.
Man, I tell you what, there is a lot of just great banners and support that go in to make Mustang football happen. We want to thank some of those sponsors. What you see down on the field is a coin toss. Mustangs won. They deferred to the second half, so Fort Gibson will get the ball to start. Man, huge shout-out to American Bus, man, back sponsoring Mustang football, providing transportation needs from 9 to 90. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, trusted for their experience, chosen for their care. Texoma Tractor, proud sponsors of Mustang football. We got a great list of sponsors.
Absolutely.
Don't make this happen.
We have a tremendous tremendous list, deeper than in past years. And I know talking to Mr. Dixon, American Bus and Texoma Tractor really stood out to him. He went and met with those people face to face, and they were all in on Oologah schools and Oologah athletics.
My internal clock on Friday night, I mean, obviously it's game one, but I've been wonky all day because we should be like getting close to the second quarter.
Yeah, into the second quarter.
Yeah.
But just with that heat, I think this was by far the right move.
Yeah.
Our friends across the way, I know, are appreciative right now because they're not eating the sun.
Whew, yeah. So it's a late start, 8 o'clock start here, Fort Gibson, as they have come to town. And all the Mustang fans and the band and the boys are down there in the Smoky Mustang. I mean, might have some smoke inhalation before they can get out on the field. Here come the Fort Gibson Tigers as they will take the field as we await the Oologah Mustangs to rip on the field as they are tonight in that home beautiful gold helmet and blue uniform. And here they come.
Yeah, they went all blue bottoms, blue tops, and, of course, that classic gold helmet. Great look tonight.
You know, game time temperature, 92, 93 degrees. Heat index, about 102 still.
Yeah.
The worst part, what you can't see on the screen, is that flag is just flat.
Yeah, there was a nice breeze today, about 4, maybe 8 to 10 miles an hour, but it's basically gone. So you're eating all that heat right now, popping the weather bug up. It's 107 in Talala. Feels like 93 actual temp. 107.
It has been quite the week. I know Miami in the first part of the week had a heat index of 126, the hottest place in America. So welcome to Oklahoma in summertime.
I know Mike Collier thought we were going to set a record, I believe it was Tuesday, for the hottest feels like temp in the history of our state. That's how intense the heat was this week, and just a little bit of what they were dealing with.
Here the sounds of the Stallion Battalion. They're supporting a purple shirt this year, goes along with their marching show that they've been working on. Man, the marching band has just seen some great success over the last couple of years. John and Dave have got these guys working hard. They're in the morning heat too.
Yeah, they're getting it at 7:15. They're out in it. They've been doing 2-a-days. They work just as hard, and Coach Wagner talked about that today in his morning speech when he was talking about one heartbeat.
We are glad that you are with us tonight. If you would take just a second, hit that share button so folks all across the Fruited Plains can tune in on the YouTubes and watch the Mustang football team tonight as Fort Gibson has made the road trip to be here tonight. They are in all white, the Mustangs with a gold helmet and all blue, as we are just about set and ready to go for kickoff. Just some final words from the coaches down on the Mustang sideline as we get ready to roll.
And here we go. It looks like Fort Gibson's got number 1, senior Jaden Johnson, back deep. Kind of a 2-1 in the backfield, if you will.
Who's that teeing up to kick the ball off? Who's that?
That's someone I'm a little bit familiar with there.
Taught him everything you know, did you?
No, he can kick a ball a lot further than me, and he's faster than me too, thankfully.
That is Sam Hogue that is carrying some of the kickoff duties for the Mustangs. I have been up here at school at night, people yelling at me to realize that it's you guys out in the dark practicing field goals.
Absolutely. He loves to practice. I almost have to make him not rest his body. When you play 4 sports,
right,
and you're doing 2-a-days and lifting, you got to take care of your body. So
also,
here we go.
Quite the strong young man as well.
Nice high kick, not super deep.
Fielded by number 1. He'll go to the left side. Get knocked out of bounds. About the 27-yard line. So Fort Gibson Tigers will take over first down and 10.
Not bad. You got the dreaded kicker making the tackle there. He's pretty fired up. That was a big hit, but you got to do a little bit better now.
But Sam's not the safety kick. Like, he wants in.
Oh, yeah, he wants to hit. He likes that. Football's his favorite sport, and for a reason, as most of those guys. So
some of the kickers would kind of stay back, don't want to hurt the leg, but that's not how Sam approaches the game of football.
Yeah, Ashton Wright out here to start, and they're going to go 3 wide to start out. I think they're going to try to spread us out and run the ball early. They got some young quarterbacks they're mixing in. Logan Bethel is a freshman, and he's under the center. He can sling it, and he's a little bit older. I think he's one of those redshirt guys, but he is a freshman.
They're going to move that running back out. A little screen pass. And he'll be brought down.
Ball.
Fumble on the play.
I think they're going to say it was down. I think the ball was on the turf, but what a great job by Gavin Salt. He set the edge. I know we talked about it last year a lot, but he held his block. He wasn't trying to be selfish and get around the block and leave his men hanging, but he was able to shed that, make that tackle. What'd they get, 2 yards?
2 yards, yeah. Gain of 2. He's going to bring up second down and 8. And, man, have a big second down here. Keep them third down and long. They are going to go with 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Fort Gibson and the all-white with the ball first. High snap, handoff up the middle, and he's met right there, being pushed back, so he's going to lose Gosh, 4 yards or so.
Yeah, he was met first by Max Becker. I know Max gave the speech at the team dinner. My boys, I got 2 boys on the team now, said it was great. Love Max. He's a senior. Love him getting some playing time, and he plays hard.
They're going to say a loss of a yard. So that is that big second down. It's 3rd down and 9 coming up for Fort Gibson.
Big play. Let's see if we can go 3 and out here.
They've got receivers stacked on both sides, trying to confuse the defense a little bit.
Yeah, when you do that, you're just looking for them to kind of mix up. Maybe 2 guys take one go. Oh, ball's on the ground.
How about that? Off that right side of the line, coming up, making a huge play for the Mustangs.
Yeah, great play there.
Brady Evans, right? Yeah, number 20.
Yeah, Brady's
Evans.
one of those seniors, been in there a long time, done a great job. High snap there, maybe some nerves, and that's going to be a 3 and out for the Mustang defense. Exactly what Coach Wagner was when they won the snap and they deferred. I promise you, that's exactly what he was looking for.
Jackson Burgett will be back to receive for the Mustangs. He's standing about the 44, 45-yard line. Not a lot of wind to consider.
And he is a burner. If he can get the ball out in some space.
A low snap, and he'll get it away.
Get away.
Punch just going to fall dead, about the 47-yard line.
And that's called the plus 47. That means you're on your side of the field. You got a short field. So far, couldn't draw it up any better.
Mustangs will take over, 1st down and 10. It's the first opportunity to see this kind of new offense under the direction of a new quarterback, Brad Hoisington. Sam Noble is our offensive coordinator, does most of the play calling. Coach Wagner's actually kind of the defensive coordinator and let Sam take over the offensive duties.
Yeah, that was a switch last year when we got Sam Noble, and I think that's a great fit. This is the intensity Coach Wagner has for the defense.
Handoff up the middle. There he goes. Ashton Wright's going to break free. He's down to the 20, down to the 15, 10. From the first play of the game, he'll get to the 2-yard line.
Great job there. Great hole. Looks like we're going to have a hold here on the wide receiver deep. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot. Should still be a 1st down. That's unfortunate, but that's exactly what you're looking for with Ashton Wright. Let's see. They're going to signal holding, and it is from the spot. Looks like it's from the 19. So that should be, 10 yards from the 19. It should still be enough for a 1st down, but will negate almost a touchdown by Ashton. You saw the power he has where he broke some tackles to get on the outfield. He is explosive. He's looking for another big year. He's put in a lot of work this year in the weight room as well, as have all the guys, and he was excited in the hallway today. So 1st down from the 29. Handoff left, looking for a hole, finds a hole. Great job by the offensive line there. Going to be another good gain. Close to a 1st down. Going to be maybe 2nd and a long yard. So great job by that offensive line. Kind of a sweep around the short side, left side of the field, and he was able to put his head down and get, let's say, 9 yards.
You're off to a great start in the first quarter of this game. You're moving the ball like you want to. Great blocking by the offensive line. Hoisington will look back to the sideline, maybe see if there's a change of play. Nobody will change alignment. And off the Asher on the left side. He's down to the 10, down to the 5.
Ran into his own guy.
The 1-yard line.
Great job there by Jax Burchett blocking downfield, though.
That's good for an Oologah Mustang.
And that's 3 big chunks, 3 plays, and we went, 44 yards?
Kevin, we talked about this a little bit when the teams were warming up. Fort Gibson has some size. Their guys on the line, they're good size.
They're bigger than us, and we're going to say that a lot, but size doesn't always matter. Oh, that should be in.
Yeah.
Single touchdown. Great job to keep moving his feet, fighting through that, and then leaning forward. Great job by the offensive line and Ashton Wright right there.
Ashton took on a guy probably 50 pounds bigger than him, kept the legs churning, fell forward, fall into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown, and that's how you want to start the game. That's how you want to start the season. Build that confidence.
Absolutely. Get the crowd hearing the fight song. They're standing up, they're clapping. That's exactly what you want to do. 4 plays, just over 45 yards. You're clipping it at 11 yards a play. Better than I promise you Coach drew it up.
And the PAT is good, so the Mustangs will strike first. They are on the board, so Fort Gibson will get their opportunity to take over.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking off again, and that's quick. We're talking 3 minutes and 7 seconds off the game clock. They've had the ball and we've had the ball, and we're up 7-0. Fired up group on the sidelines there. Coach Peters getting the special teams going. And just a great start there. Doing exactly what we wanted. Didn't have to put it in the air. Able to keep it on the ground and really favored that left side. And left side of that line did a great job. You can see Coach Van Pelt, he's our strength and conditioning coordinator. He's also the hype guy. He's got an ice-cold sponge. He's going to be sponging the guys down, trying to get that core temperature down tonight. It is 107. Feels like temperature out there right now, and that's intense. Had some fun today on campus. We had the volleyball tournament, home volleyball tournament. Started at 9, ended at about 3:30. The Lady Mustang volleyball team has been doing phenomenal. If you haven't been out to see them, man, they're a great team. They're playing great. We won 2 today, lost 1. That last game was to get into the finals tomorrow. They played their hearts out, just dropped it a little bit there, but they're doing a good job. And so if you can get out, I know they play tomorrow. There's softball tomorrow at 10 a.m. They moved that game time up. So right here in town, softball at 10 a.m. If you don't have any plans, come out to volleyball, come out to softball, and support the Mustangs. All right, we're going to tee it up again. We're at the 40. Now the flagpole got a little bit of breeze. We'll see if they try to punch it a little bit deeper this time. Sam Hogue teeing it up. Kick is up. It's a nice high kick. It's going to carry all the way back into the end zone. That's exactly what you want. That makes them start a long field. Love the blue and gold. Obviously, I'm partial. I think Notre Dame plays tomorrow. They got the gold helmets. I think that's just a classic look. Best helmet in the game, if you will. But here's the defense. 3 minutes and 7 seconds into the game. Back out on the field. Went 3 and out last time, and I'm sure Coach Wagner, defensive coordinator, Coach Peters, defensive line coach, Coach DeVilbiss, coach in the secondary, wants nothing less than another 3 and out. Fort Gibson's going to line up in a little diamond set, if you will. 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. They're going to flex the guy out, so trips to the top. They're going to sling it. They're going to try to throw a lot of screens tonight. Their quarterback's young. He's a freshman. He's got a great arm, but those single read screens like that are going to really, just like we talked about building some confidence. They're going to try to build some confidence. That's a pretty easy throw. It's one read, meaning he's got one guy he's going to throw the ball to, or he's going to pull it and run. And so you've seen both times he's dropped back tonight have been those types of plays. They're trying to make it as easy as possible for him. Trips to the near side now. Going to be a handoff wide.
Okay.
A couple Mustangs on the tackle.
Just go back and forth.
Looks like
right
Sam
there.
Hogue,
Okay.
along with my guy Warren Pierce making the tackle there. Another good gain, though. Now you got second and short, exactly what they're wanting to do. They can run it here. They can pass it here. Try to keep it simple for their freshman quarterback.
Thank you for doing my job.
They're going to be trips to the near side, and they're leaving that top side empty. He's going to look to the sidelines.
My apologies. Working on some technical difficulties.
No, we're way good. We appreciate everyone on the. We mentioned
They don't
2
let
new
me with
cameramen.
smart things or sharp things. Not only can he high school principal, he can call a football game too. Handoff right up the middle. He's going to gain a couple. Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and give it to him.
Well, we got one guy short and one guy about 2 yards long, so they're going to have to fight it out.
Yeah, he's going to wave that and say, let's.
That was
Okay.
that was a bad spot, but it happens. He was well short of the first down.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the far side. Got a couple of guys in the backfield and 1-2 on the far side of the field. Pass across the middle. Incomplete. Sam Hogue in coverage.
Yeah, that's just another quick throw. Single read. They had trips down here trying to gather a lot of defense. Single read on the high side. Ran a little post and a little bit behind him. Decent coverage there. So second and long.
You can hear that famous Oologah train as it comes rolling through on a Friday night. It's, for me, just growing up here, it's synonymous with Friday nights.
Absolutely.
The Friday night lights and the trains. Handoff around the left side. Nothing there. They're going to stop him. No gain on the play. Third down and 10 coming up for Fort Gibson.
Met by a host of Mustangs. Saw Jaden Tanner getting off the pile. Number 54, Tyler Stovall doing duties on both sides of the ball. He's center. He's playing defensive end. So great job there rallying to the ball. And some fresh guys for third and long. It's important to get off the field here. Two receivers to the top, one down. Looked like there was some movement.
A little bit of pressure on the quarterback. He's going to scramble. Not a lot there. Mustang's going to bring him down with a gain of 2, so that's bringing up fourth down. About 8 to go for Fort Gibson. I would assume they would punt.
Good coverage there. Yeah, you never know.
Right.
It's awful early on the. We just took the ball literally from the same yard line and went 4 plays. I don't think they're interested in giving us a short field again. Great job by the defense. Wasn't 3 and out, but only gave them 1 first down.
Got a punter back, but it's also kind of a wonky situation. He is going to punt it away.
Yeah, their punters are good athletes. You got to watch the fake there. Short punt.
He'll take it for Gibson, bounce and drop dead
Unlucky
right there
for
at the
him,
28-yard line. So Mustangs will take over, first down at 10.
Yeah, another great job by the defense. 2 possessions. We've held them to 1 total first down. Probably negative yardage when you consider the first the first drive went backwards. So great job by the defense.
A lot of great stuff going on, getting school started. You mentioned a minute ago our volleyball team in a tournament today. I think they've won a couple of games. We'll play in the championship.
I know they won 2 games and lost the last game. I think they had to win it to be in the championship.
Okay.
But they dropped a tough one. But they are playing great. We've won more games already this season than I think we won last year. So I got to go in there and watch some of it, and they're doing really great.
Started the season ranked 15 in Class 4 in Oklahoma, which is a big deal. Coach Pye was certainly excited about that. So Brad, with a little bit of time, he's going to scramble, certainly can. He's just going to tuck and run, pick up what he can get. Looks like maybe gain of 9.
Yeah, great job there, and he can run. Ironically, you mentioned one of his cousins, JoJo Griswold. He has the longest run from scrimmage, and that was last year at 97 yards. But Brad's quite a bit faster than Joe. Joe was a tough kid, great quarterback, great player. He's playing college baseball now.
Yeah.
Excited for him.
Joe is the type of kid that would just play till he bled.
Absolutely, and or broke something, and unfortunately
and
he had
going.
a couple seasons do that.
Hand off, trying to get around the left side. Looks like he'll get the first down at 10.
Good patient run there by Braden Stovall. Again, you already see us kind of mixing in some running backs, but a lot of he's a senior. A lot of less experienced running backs would have just ran as hard as they could, and the hole wasn't there. He waited and waited and waited for the hole to develop, and it did. First down, Mustangs.
First down and 10.
Mustang cheerleaders on the sidelines with big smiles doing what they do. Add so much to a Friday night. Brad's in the shotgun.
Tight formation below here.
Now to what kind of looks like a pistol formation. Brad's going to keep it. He's going to go right. Going to break free. Going to get about 9.
Great job there. Saw a hole and hit it. Unfortunately, was tripped up a little. I believe that was number 70. I thought 71. They don't have a 71. 75.
It was enough for a first down and 10 for the Mustangs. That'll move the chains, move to the other side of the field as well.
I think that was Jake Spencer on the stop. He's trotting off the field right now for the Tigers. Nice route
Pass
there.
complete along the left side. Complete to number 81, Devin Shondell. Gain of about 8, 9.
Davin's another one of those seniors, been in the program a long time, put in his time, works hard. Great young man in the hallway. Really like seeing him do good things.
Second down and 2 coming up for the Mustangs. They've been able to pretty much do what they want to do tonight. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Brad will check back to the line, see if there's a change. Stovall, the running back. Salt in motion.
Oh.
Got to play with your emotions in check. I think they're going to get Jackson Gill for a little bit of a push after the play was over.
Yeah, those are the kind of mistakes you can't make. Those are just little mistakes, and I didn't see it, so I don't know. I know we're fortunate there. They read that kind of bubble screen well. Fortunately, there was some traffic there, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that play was over, too. Nope. Wait a minute. They called that against Fort Gibson. Okay, rule number 1.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Cal.
Show engineer Jason Streeter said they started it. Sounded like elementary school.
They started it, yeah.
Typically, though, that's not what happens. The guy that starts it usually
right.
gets away with it.
You're right.
They always catch the second guy. This crew's on the ball. Good job by them. Moving the ball, first down.
I just saw
10.
Jackson frustrated and moved the kid a little bit, too. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Big formation for Oologah. They've got Jackson Burchett, the only receiver on the field. Ashton Wright, the running back. Washington's going to go left. He's down, knocked out of bounds about the 16-yard line. That'll be enough. Nope. Gain of about 7.
Yeah, where are they going to mark it?
Well,
they're saying first.
Okay,
They
first
haven't
down.
waved them, but they're moving the sticks. First down.
For another Oologah Mustang.
First down and 10.
Brother Kent Jensen with the first down and 10 call. Mustangs going quick, trying to get them to the line.
Hand off to right up the middle.
Nice.
Into the end zone. Stampede. Touchdown.
You saw the little shimmy he has there. He is super quick. Got a lot of shake and shimmy to him. Great job. He's got a nose for the end zone. 13-0. Mustangs. We got a guy down in the end zone.
And I think there's a flag down on the field, too.
I know as he crossed the goal line, they had a hold of his face mask. I thought they were going to let that go. I don't know what it is, but it looks like, unfortunately for the Tigers, is that 40? I thought it said 48, but I got a 45 perhaps.
We've watched Ashton carry the ball like a man with his hair on fire for the last couple of years. He had a very good season. I think he battled a little bit of injuries last year. But, man, I'm telling you, I'm excited to just watch the man get the ball and watch him go, just like you saw right there. A couple of cuts made guys miss and into the end zone.
Yeah, he just has a nose for the end zone, and he has a nose for making everyone miss. He does a great job there.
Rayton Sharp, I believe, is the injured player for the Fort Gibson Tigers. You'd hate to see a young man's season start that way.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a cramp.
Coaches are kind of looking in on him.
Gives everybody a chance to get some hydration. I think we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. 4:41 in the first quarter. Mustangs 13.
Let Advanced
Extra
Homes
point.
build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Mustangs have just put it in the end zone. Ready to line up for the PA point after attempt. 4:41 left to play in the first quarter. Dax Pritchett will do the kicking duties.
Number 7, Garrett Sutton.
It's up and it's good. So just like that, the Mustangs are on top, 14-0. Could not have scripted a better start to a game and to a 2023 campaign.
No, it's 14-0. We have 2 touchdowns. We've marched over 100 yards in our 2 drives, and I think we've only completed 1 pass. So doing a lot of it on the ground. That's a testament to that offensive line we talked about, doing a fantastic job. And then a dual running back so far, Ashton Wright and Braden Stovall, doing a great job, seeing the holes and hitting them.
Mustangs are ready to come back out on defense. Defense has done great work tonight. They really have held Fort Gibson pretty much effortless. They've had to punt on, well, actually, no, they had turnover on the first drive.
No, they punted.
They did, that's right.
They punted. So they've had 2 drives. They've had 1 first down and 2 drives. But they're about a net 0 on yards gained because that first drive went backwards about 10 yards. So the Mustang defense doing a great job on their own. We kind of felt like that might be one of the strengths, and they're doing just that tonight.
Fort Gibson will be a district game next year because things will align a little bit different. We're saying goodbye to some folks and saying hello to some new folks.
Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but yeah, we're losing Cleveland, losing Cushing. We're gaining Fort Gibson and Victory Christian here.
Lincoln, too.
Lincoln. Sorry, not
yeah.
Victory. Lincoln. I said the wrong Christian.
Yeah. And
Lincoln
Cushing hasn't
Christian.
been with us long. Cushing's with this.
This
will
is just
be the
second
second
year.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, just every 2 years they do the redistricting and the ADM, which is your average daily membership, which is kind of what ranks you in that 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. And just the way it works. So they're coming off the schedule. They'll visit us this year. So we did it on home and away, if you will, for 2 years. And they're coming off the schedule.
Cushing off of a great year last year. I think they graduated 26 seniors. Most of those guys were starters played Wagner in the state championship, and everybody was kind of, because they handled Wagner in the
wasn't it like
season.
49 or 56 to nothing?
Yeah, just kudos to Dale Condit and his team and what they do at Wagner. They were prepared for state championship, and Wagner won another gold ball.
Yep. A little bit of an upset, like you said. Everyone was kind of expecting, and the longer Wagner waited around and did their thing, they just did what they do.
Big thanks to Armstrong Bank, working right here along you, beside you for more than 100 years. And Edward Jones Investments. See Kent Jensen and all your investment needs.
There was a personal foul, I think, with the injury. I don't know that they signaled it, but we're moved up 15 yards here. Kicker should have no problem putting this in the end zone, which is exactly what you want to do, make them start at the 25.
Sam Hogue set to kick it away for the Mustangs.
Oh, we're going onside.
I
think we got it.
Max Becker
Oh, they're going to get a flag. I'm not sure what the flag is.
Max Becker just flattened his guy.
They're going to say he hit him inside 10 yards. You can't make contact. And is that what they're saying? The ball went 10 yards.
45, but I think he made contact about
Coach
the
Wagner's
36.
pleading. We took advantage of that 15-yard start and perhaps the way the defense, and we did it onside. I'll be honest, he lives in my house. I'm not sure how much Sam's worked on that, but it was perfect. And like you said, Max is not afraid of contact.
He leveled that guy.
There's a lot, and we say it every year, there's a lot. Huddles typically don't go our way, and maybe for a good reason, but there's a huddle right now.
Waiting to see what the outcome is for from the officials. Oologah FFA had a party.
Boy, did they.
My goodness.
If you saw some
Wednesday
pictures,
night, yeah.
I don't even know. They had soap suds and water and everything. And I know they just did their big blue and gold sale for the fall.
Yes.
My daughter, I'm
Wrapped
sure your
up
daughter
today.
was involved in
Yeah,
that. They're giving an explanation to Coach Wagner. He's not feeling it, but not sure it's going to matter.
He indicated holding on the Mustangs, and that
I don't know. That's one of those I'll have to ask Coach Wagner, perhaps on Monday. I don't understand how we were holding there, but
man, we're just the eye candy. We'll have to let the professionals explain it to us. No? Okay. I thought it was fine. All right. Fort Gibson will get the ball. They'll go first down and 10. Ball is spotted down roughly at the 39-yard line.
they declined it, so they're saying we didn't recover. Is that what they're saying? They said illegal use of hands.
Okay, yep. So
which would have been inside that 10 yards. But then they said declined. But I thought we came out with the ball. Maybe we didn't.
All right, 3 receivers to the far side for Fort Gibson. Low snap for the quarterback, screen.
Oh, great job by Gavin Salt there.
Gavin Salt almost had that one.
Honestly, if he wasn't getting held, let's just be honest, he probably picks that off, but he knocked it down with his paw. Great job there.
Second down and 10 coming up for Fort Gibson. Again, got him in second long. Mustang defense been very effective tonight.
Again, you got a freshman quarterback. Like I said, I think he's a redshirt freshman, but they're keeping it relatively simple on the playbook. They're just running those screens, those bubble screens, those one-read throws, trying to let him have some success.
Hand off up the middle. Nothing there. Brought down number 22 for the Mustangs. That's Jaden Tanner.
Great job by Wade Peters. Wade Peters hit him first. He kind of spun off of it, but he slowed him down. And a good job by him. I got to talk to him in the halls. I know he was super excited. He said, Mr. Hogue, this is going to be my first varsity game. And his eyes lit up, and we kind of high-fived, so happy for him.
4:14, the clock is running. Left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs on top, 14-0. Nothing, as we say at Talala.
Don't be bad talking my hometown.
My zip code 740. Quarterback under a little bit of pressure. She'll tug it and run. He's not going to get much.
Great
that
job
Mustang
there.
defensive line has just shredded their offensive line.
Kaiser Kilpatrick with an arm in there to put him down. Great job, Kaiser. Another senior. 3 and out.
We'd like to say thank you to Mid-America Feeds for being a generous supporter of Oologah football and Oologah athletics for all of your farm and ranch needs. Stop by Mid-America Feeds, conveniently located on Highway 169.
Jackson Burchett back to receive for the Mustangs. Standing at his own 20. A low snap for Fort Gibson. Pretty good punt for them this time.
Great punt. He's going to back
Away
away.
from it, and it's going to take a huge Fort Gibson route. Oh, my goodness, down to about the 5-yard line.
And that's a bummer, but when you don't feel right and you're kind of sprinting on the run, making that Willie Mays over the shoulder, I know it didn't look good on film, but
you'd rather have it on the 5 than in their hands.
yeah, if you misplay that there, they're running full steam your way. They're going to dive on that ball. So great, smart decision there. And again, sometimes it doesn't look like the right decision. That was a smart decision.
So the Mustangs will take over, backed up against their own end zone. First down and 10, the ball at the 5. Coming up at halftime, Dr. David Wilkins is going to come up and visit with us. Man, it has been a phenomenal start to another great school year. Other than hot, but there's not much we can do about that.
No, we have had a good start. The kids in the hallway, new teachers, freshmen seem to be enjoying it. Good job. Keep her there.
Brad's going to keep it up the right side, get tripped up. He'll gain about 13. First down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs.
That's a nice gain on first down when you're inside your own 10-yard line. Now you get breathing. You don't feel like pressure. There's not all those things weighing on you. You're not on your own goal line. Great job there.
Fort Gibson playing with a 3-man front in their defense. Got a couple of guys standing up on the line, those linebackers. Handoff up the middle. Mustangs are just getting these big chunk plays.
Yeah, great job by Ashton Wright. I mean, he was – and it's Estement's offensive line. What was he, 10, 12 yards before he got touched? I mean, he should get 20 yards. When you're able to get up to a head of steam, you're going 10, 12 yards before you even got to make a cut.
He is just a powerful yet slippery running back. He can get through some sneaky little holes. 2 receivers to this side of the field. 4 down linemen for the Tigers. 2:52. The clock is ticking. Left to play in the first quarter. Stovall the back. Brad's going to roll out. Ooh.
Good coverage there by number 23 for the Tigers. That's Jace Austin, senior defensive back. He was
for
all over it.
Davin Shondell. Pass incomplete. Brings up second down and 10. And I don't know if we've had a second down and 10 tonight.
I don't think we have. We've been turning out big positive yards on first down, which is part of the reason the scoreboard looks like it does. So interesting to see what Coach Noble and the Mustangs draw up here on 2nd and 10.
See Wade Peters in kind of in that tight end position. Running across the middle. He's wide open, but pass on the right side to number 4, Braxton Davis, just a little bit over his head. It's the first 3rd and long situation the Mustang offense have faced all night long.
Yeah, hard to tell there. I think he looked like he tried to sidearm it. I think there was some pressure in his face. He's still trying to make a play. Definitely don't blame Brad there for that. And 3rd down, live to fight another day, 3rd and 10 on the 44-yard line.
It is a warm evening in Oologah, so we assume some folks opted to stay home and put YouTube on the TV and watch. We're glad you're with us. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel. You'll get notifications every time I go live so you don't miss a minute.
Big package for the Mustangs. Brad's going to keep it around the right side. Get out of bounds. Gain of about 15. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's a designed run there. That's a luxury we have. He is a good athlete and can run, and great job there. Like you said, our first 3rd and long, able to convert. And those are just kind of demoralizing when you're the defense. And that's on a normal night when it's not 107 out there.
And they run the ball on 3rd and long and pick up 15. That just kind of sets you back on your heels. First down and 10, first set of downs for the Mustangs.
Got him to jump.
And Fort Gibson will jump offside, so that'll move it 5 yards. Brings up first down and 5. We talked a moment ago about the cheerleaders down on the sideline. A development in the Kellogg house.
Yep.
I'm a cheer dad now.
She had to do another thing to the schedule.
Yeah, did she? I'm setting up a GoFundMe. No, you know, Brandy Wagner's cheer coach and doing a great job with the girls, and she absolutely just loves it.
Yeah, we have several new faces. I was talking to Jaden Standifer, talking to her parents today. She's a new cheerleader. She plays sports and is enjoying it as well.
And off. Oh, no, it's loose on the ground. He's going to pick it up. Burchett, with the help of Braxton Davis, will bring him down. But that's the first turnover of the night, first turnover of the season for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the only thing that stopped us tonight. You know, we had 3 possessions. We were marching again. He was in first down, yardage. And just an arm in there and coughs it up. little confusion. Ashton Wright's on the sidelines working out a calf. So see number 5, Jackson Lustig, top of the screen at corner.
Gibson will take over first down and 10. Ball's at the 32-yard line. 2:19 left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs on top, 14-0 if you're just joining us.
2 receivers to the near side. Looks like some movement there. They're going to run a little reverse pass, I think, and just chunk it, find the ball.
I don't think the defense fell for it. Oh. Yeah, you got to turn around and look.
It's one of those you got to turn and find it. I'm not sure there was much contact, but when you don't turn your head, that's an easy call.
Well, the receiver was trying to come back. I mean,
yeah, the ball was not well thrown.
Yeah, and I mean, when the defender's in your way, the laundry's on the field, and it'll be a first down and 10. Just leave it at that.
They've struggled moving the ball, so interesting play there on first down to go right after a turnover, kind of a big play. Maybe throwing one of your trick plays out there.
Fort Gibson just looking for some life. They found it on a penalty. First down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Shotgun snap around the left side. A bit of a hole. He's found a seam. Brought down on the left side, number 5, Jackson Lustig. Got his shoestring.
Yeah, he did a great job fighting off the block. His helmet came off, or he took it off, so he's going to have to come off. So Brad Hoisington going to fill in at corner, at least for a play. Rule in high school, if your helmet comes off, you got to come off for a play.
Goal's not for Brad to play in that a lot, but this is a neat situation because Ashton's got some cramp action. That's not the guy you want to throw against. That's just telling you.
Yeah, he did a great job there. He's always done a good job of using his hips and turning his shoulder to the sidelines and kind of boxing him out. That was a great job there.
I think Brad was licking his lips thinking, I'm about to catch this thing. So
I think if the receiver doesn't come over the top and kind of get a hand on it, he probably picks that off. Great coverage there.
Shuffle some receivers for Fort Gibson. High snap. Flag. Brought down the left side. Gain about 4 on the place. Going to bring up third down.
Interesting. The flag is right on the
I don't know that receiver was
fast.
set.
Maybe that was it. I was going to say it was almost too fast for a hold. You couldn't have grabbed anybody yet.
He may have went off. He may have stepped off the
field.
Well,
they have been. It's looked like there's been early movement, and so they've been hitting that snap count fast.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just a little too early right there.
Wait for the white hat to give us the official indication.
Defensive penalty. I'm about to brush up on my signals.
Nope, that was against Fort Gibson.
Oh, excuse me, offensive penalty. They're asking Coach Wagner if he wants to push him back. He's going to say yes. So I think it's a legal formation, I think is what that is. Perhaps not someone on the line or one of those type situations where the wrong guy was on the line of scrimmage. Good crowd tonight. I know you mentioned it's hot, and I know there's some people at home that are texting me. They're watching online, but a good crowd tonight. Good student section.
Special thanks to All Smiles Dental, quality and affordable dental care right here at home. Oologah, appreciate their support of Mustang Athletics. It's second down and 15 to go.
No, I think there's some confusion on where the ball was. I think the ball was more in the center to the right hash, not on the left hash. That was on the left after the play. I think you reset it. No, they're going to keep it on the left. It's week 0 for them, too.
And the broadcasting crew.
Everybody.
Let's not forget that.
Everybody.
It's been crunch week.
But I love it when they stop and want to get it right like that. I love that.
Logan Bethel, the quarterback for Fort Gibson, in the shotgun. Pass complete across the middle. Brad Hoisington will bring him down.
Not quite sure there. He kind of split the coverage between the safety and the corner. Unsure what that was. You know, they practice too. So they're going to hit some plays. They got some athletes.
Brody Hansen on the reception.
First and goal
for Fort Gibson's. Mustang defense got their opportunity here to stand strong.
They're going to run this way.
I think there's a lot there.
Good job fighting off some blocks there.
Was Braxton Davis brought him? Nope.
Ty Cherry was
Cherry.
there. And then I apologize. I got great vision, but I'm struggling with that. My guy, Warren Pierce. Ty Cherry, Warren Pierce on the tackle.
The old saying we used to use is a host of Mustang tacklers.
Host of Mustang.
Handoff coming to right side. He'll try to cut back. He'll carry a couple of tacklers.
Jaden Tanner, the first one there. They're going to blow it dead.
Yep.
About the 4-yard line. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 4.
It may actually be just between the 2 and the 3.
They're going to say the 3. They're going to give him the 3.
They have a player go off because his helmet came off.
Yep. Just under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They're going to try to go quick.
Mustang defense showing a blitz. Got to the backfield. I think
They're going to say touchdown.
Yep.
It was close, but he fought hard. Right up the middle of the defense. And Fort Gibson Tigers, by the way of a long pass, punch it in.
So with 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Tigers have put their first touchdown on the board for the night. Mustangs lead 14-6.
Saw their kicker warming up. He's a good kicker. Ooh, low snap.
But it is good.
Great
So
job
the
by
Tigers
their
are
holder there.
squared it up at 7. 14-7. The Mustangs are on top.
Parker Lockhart on the hold there. That ball bounced back to him. He was able to get it and spin it and get it down. First time tonight, we're going to receive the ball. We've been the recipient of some good field position based on our defense. And here we're going to have to return a kick. Coach Peters coaching the special teams, getting them coached up and lined up.
School is underway, which means softball's going on. FFA showing stuff. You got football in action, and fall can be busy. It's not quite as busy as the springtime is, but fall can be busy with all the activities going on around Oologah High School.
It's busy with the start of the year, and you have softball and volleyball starting before the official first day of school. That always cranks things up. Like you said, Ag is doing things.
We have our softball tournament
next week.
Labor Day?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
We play Friday, and then we'll play Saturday. So the way they did it, they did 2 different pools. Sure. One of the pools plays all their games on Thursday. We're in that pool that plays all the games on Friday. I think it's 10, 11:30, and I'm not sure the afternoon time. And then how you play that day kind of slots you on Saturday, if you will.
Coming up at halftime, you'll get to meet our new softball coach.
Yeah, Coach Seabach.
Yeah, I'm doing a new segment this year. We mix them up. We've gone back in the past. We've done student highlights. And this year we're doing a segment called Meet the Teach. And she's a new face around Oologah, so Kevin Hogue will visit with her just a little bit.
We got Burchett, Wright, and Hogue back deep. Interesting to see if they try to kick it deep. They're gonna go
kind of a pooch kick.
Yeah, they're going to go that high. We're going to wave a fair catch. Fair caught about the 25. And that's number 3, Ryan Tunison. Got to talk to him today at lunch. He asked me if I was ready for tonight. I said, of course I'm ready. I asked him if he's ready. He said, you know it. So good job there by that young man.
Mustangs will take over first down and 10. They turned it over. Fort Gibson made some adjustments, drove the fill and put it in the end zone to get within 7. Mustangs on top 14-7. 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mustangs have had a lot of success tonight running the ball. We thought they would with some of the adjustments and just the work they've done on the offensive line. Hand off to Ashton Wright.
Yeah, and I know the Booster Club, the quarterback club, helps out. Obviously, we have a 7v7 tournament that we go to in Siloam. That's a great tournament. And on the flip side of that, because you don't get to take your linemen, they send the O&D line to O&D line camp there at Bixby to get some work in for a few days. And that puts us at the end of the first quarter.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with
a
more
water faucet
right
with clean
this.
water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans. At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans. But we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It is the 2023 campaign of the Oologah Mustangs. Fort Gibson's made the trip tonight to Oologah as we host the Tigers. And we are ready to start the second quarter. Mustangs on top by a touchdown, 14-7. And Kevin, offensively, other than the turnover, you've had a great first quarter.
Yeah, we were marching out. I'm not sure what the yardage is that first quarter, but we were racking it up on the ground. And unfortunately had the turnover, and that's what led to their score. So important for us.
Brad's just going to take it. He'll pick up good 5-6 yards.
Oh, no, they're going to give him 9.
Yeah.
Great job there. That's a good job. He went back and he hit that plant foot. That was about a 3 or 5 step drop. That back foot hit the ground, a little bit of pressure. He just tucked it and run. It's exactly what he's supposed to do there.
Brings up 3rd down and 1 for the Mustangs. They've put a lot of emphasis, just in talking with Coach, just on their lines. The offensive line, defensive line, being able to effectively run the ball, just game changer for an offense. And tonight the Mustangs have been able to do that. Brad going to keep it again. Kind of go up the right side, get that first down. Going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, they're going to get a face mask. Looked like their tackler had Brad's kind of the underneath part of the right chin of his face mask. They're going to get a face mask there against the defense. They're going to tack it on. That was a design run, almost a design sweep. You saw 2 big offensive linemen pulling.
There it is. Face mask against them. It's a 5-yard face mask, correct?
I don't know.
Is that what he was showing?
Yep, 5 yards.
5-yard face mask. Yep.
We'll take it. First down.
11:19 left to play in the first half. Ball spotted down the 44-yard line. Mustangs first down and 10. Hoisington, little screen pass.
Middle screen.
He's going to keep crawling his way. Man, he just keeps fighting. Going to pick up 8. 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, great job there because when he caught that ball, there was a guy within a yard of him. So we ran that middle screen last year quite a bit, and it worked out well for us.
I believe Jackson Gill there just on the block, just making some space. Second down and 2. Burchett is out to the far side, which is the Y side. The other receivers are kind of in a cluster here, kind of in a tight formation. Hand off to Ashton Wright right up the middle. If he can make some space. Oh, tripped him up about the 26-yard line. Big gain for the Mustangs. First down and 10 as they keep this drive moving.
Yeah, look like number 18, Max Bell, with a shoestring tackle, or the band would be striking up the fight song right now.
So the ball spotted down right at the 25-yard line. Handoff around the right side. Actually, excuse me, that's Brad. He's just going to keep it. He'll get the first down, move the chains.
Yeah, another big run there. Picking up some yardage and chunks on the ground is exactly what I know that offensive line loves to do.
Going to spot it at the 11-yard line, which you can pick up a first down around the 1, maybe 2-yard line. So it's first down and 10.
Getting Squirtle fired up so we can catch some scores.
Game 0, it's that time. Low snap. Brad's still going to hand it off to Ashton around the right side. Forward progress will give him a gain of about 3.
About the shortest gain he's had tonight.
Yeah.
Well, if you saw last night, I didn't even get to watch much of it, but Bixby man, on fire again. I know Owasso scored late, like with less than a minute left to make it 42-16, but just total dominance by the Spartans.
2nd down and 7 coming up for the Mustangs. Coming up at halftime, we will have the Stallion Battalion Marching Band. What little bit of their show they've got ready.
I know he's excited about the show. It has a little rock flair to it.
I think the Mustangs want to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Mustang family, don't miss a minute of live Mustang action or info about events or happenings at Oologah High School. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our high school Facebook page today.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. 9:27 left to play until halftime, as the Mustangs are on top 14-7, but they are knocking on the door again.
Yeah, absolutely. Something was a little wonky there, so we took a timeout. Nothing wrong with that. You get 3. Can't take them with you into the half. So we want to get everything right here on 2nd. And we're not on the goal yet. Like you said, you can get a first down on the long 1-yard line, but we want to get this play right.
2nd down and 7. Ball's at the 10-yard line for the Mustangs. Hoisington been in shotgun all night. It's kind of a standard formation for the Mustangs. Brad had a little pressure, going to roll left. Not much there. He'll be knocked out of bounds and no gain.
Yeah, went backwards there a little bit.
Was looking for Burchett in the corner of the end zone, just wasn't there.
Yeah, they've been trying to be physical with our receivers. If you look to the near side there, their corner was right in the face of Braxton Davis. They think they can be physical with some of our wide receivers, and they did a good job of covering there.
Great crowd on hand here at Mustang Stadium. Just didn't know what to expect with the game time temperature at 93 degrees and a heat index of 107. Big tight line for the Mustangs. There's one receiver out to this side, handoff. Around the right side, he's got some space. Stampede, touchdown for Ashton Wright.
Such a luxury. Obviously, the offensive line doing a great job. It's such a luxury to be able to hand it off on 3rd and 10 and not only pick up the yardage but get the touchdown. So great job there, Ashton Wright. Great job, offensive line.
And the Mustangs will attempt the PAT to go up 21-7 with 9:10 left to play till half.
And the reason we started the game late, if you look now at the actual feels like temp is 97. It was 107 at game time, so it's dropping. It probably won't drop much more than that, but much more manageable than it was.
Actual temperature is 86.
86 feels like
That's
97.
still hot, my man.
It is still hot. I want to give a shout out there. The holders, both. Garrett Salt, that snap was a little offline, and he was able to grab it and get it down. Love hearing the fight song. Got to hear it a few times this morning at Morning Pep. And the kickoff, Coach Peters, hope he gets to drink some water at halftime. He's getting the workout. Not only does he coach defensive line, he does the special teams. And we're kicking off for the 4th time tonight. You know, he's strategizing. We got the deep kick, which we've seen one kick into the end zone already. We did the onside earlier that appeared like it worked. Someone will have to text me if they watch the replay. It looked like it worked. But all our other kicks have been deep. $9:10 left here in the second quarter.
Special thanks of our great sponsors, their support of Mustang football, like Mid-America Feeds, the highest quality livestock feed and service right here, Talala, Oklahoma. And they send their trucks all over eastern Oklahoma. Advanced Homes, visit advancedhbi.com, helping you build your dreams. Big thanks to American Bus for their support of Mustang athletics, getting all your transportation needs from 9 to 90.
Gonna go with the deep one over to the right. Gonna bounce. Dead. Ball's dead.
Whew.
Great job by number 1 on their team, Jaden Johnson. He's one of their skill guys jumping on it. That ball was live. Oh, looks like we got a Fort Gibson Tiger down. I think perhaps he took a hit on the way down. While the coaches come out to take a look at him, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this.
Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son. Oh, and when you came in...
And the the Tiger injured player is headed to the sideline with a little bit of a hobble, but he's up and at him. That was Jaden Johnson, who's the banged-up player for Fort Gibson.
Yeah. I want to give some shout-out to our managers, Bailey Ragsdale, Addison Byers, Mackenzie Wagner, and Chloe Mitchell. Doing a good job of keeping everyone hydrated. I know they do some taping. They do a little bit of everything, and they're going to be super busy doing the water and Gatorade tonight. Shout out to them.
They have been working this week. Like, they're out here before the football guys are. They're out here after the guys go into the locker room. Those young ladies just work their wheels off. Pass intended on the right side. To number 5 for the Tigers, incomplete as Braxton Miller brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and that's a miss he's going to regret there. He would have caught that. There was a couple Mustangs, but he'd have got a couple yards. 2nd long.
Ashton Wright so far 153 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Having big time.
Banner night for Ashton. Hand off up the right side, number 15.
Good job there by Max Becker. That looked like that had some bigger play potential. He got up to speed pretty quick. That young man's pretty fast. Number 15, Braylon McComb, junior running back.
Still a 3rd down and long situation, which our defense has had them in several times tonight. Big thanks to Johnny Deramo for keeping us up to date on stats.
Big play here to get off the field. Looked like he was out of bounds.
Yep,
yeah, they're going
to say he was out of bounds. So 4th down, 5 coming up for the Tigers with 8:34 left to play until half.
They're going to have to punt this. They're not showing it yet, but the young man that ran off or had to go off earlier is coming back on. He's also their punter, Jaden Johnson. Looks like he's okay. Again, he's one of their better athletes, so I'm sure he can throw it, fake it, do all of the things. That's something that Coach Wagner and the guys have the Mustangs prepared for.
They're late getting a lineman on, and another one coming on.
This might be a situation where you're just tired, and the play clock was down to 4. There was no way they were going to get set. Timeout, Tigers.
We're going to take a quick timeout, too. We'll be back with more.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Here at Oologah High School, we have a rich tradition of things we're proud of, both inside and outside of the classroom.
Like our presidential scholar, 2018 grad Jamie Moraro.
And our 15 Oklahoma academic All-Stars.
The Mustang defense.
Our 32 team state champions.
You know what? I was going to say they're the story of the night, but how do you
and our 151 All-State athletes.
But the Mustang offense has been in great position tonight because of the work of the defense.
Absolutely. We've only had one long field, and that was due to a turnover.
And
a strip.
112 state FFA degree recipients.
Here, we're going to have to make sure they don't do anything crazy.
4th down, low snap. That could be in trouble. How about that? The Mustangs will recover. You talk about great field position.
That's tough. I want to say that had something to do with that young man not being 100%.
I think that was Braden Stovall that came up with it.
Mustang family, don't miss a minute of live Mustang action or info about events or happenings at Oologah High School.
If it's a low snap, they want you to be like a shortstop,
and follow our high school Facebook page
and
today.
he did that. If it's high, you have no chance. You can't jump higher than you can jump.
RCB Bank is
They've had snapping
community.
issues throughout the night.
They have,
RCB
even
Bank
on just
is
shotgun
friendly
snaps.
customer
So some of that could be
service.
moisture. I mean, when it's
RCB Bank
the real
is trusted.
the effective temperature's over 100
RCB
degrees,
Bank
and it
is
goes
here to
sweat.
help. RCB Bank
Short
is
field here for the
yesterday,
Mustangs.
today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are
I don't have that
RCB
information
Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers
Mustang
always
offense.
say,
Got a short
RCB
field.
Bank. That's my bank.
Put it in motion around the
Adopting
end.
you was the best decision in our life.
Knock a
And
defender
I am
down, get down to about the
so
5-yard
proud
line. Good gain for the
To call you my
Mustangs.
son.
Good job there by number 14, Hudson Neefus, junior defensive back, making the tackle. Otherwise, we're playing the fight song again, but that's a nice little game, perhaps.
Owen,
About 5.
when you came into my life, it was
There's a yellow
whirlwind.
hanky on the ground. I didn't see, but he's standing right
just
by us
can't do
against
it.
us.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the
Gonna get
best
the
decision in
hold.
our
They marched
life.
at 10.
And I am so proud to call you my son.
All right. Here we go. First
First night
down
here,
and long.
but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river.
Hand off to Stovall.
I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
We got
I
some
know
commercial
this
playing over the
road
top
is
of us. We're working on that. Good job by the Fort Gibson defensive
If
line
I'm
there. Standing up, Stovall. Going to be second and long. Going to be snapping it from the 20-yard line. This drive comes after a missed snap on a punt by the Tigers. Give us a short field. Sure would like to punch this in with 7:45 and counting on the game clock.
Kind of a big formation for the Mustangs. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Brad back. He's going to pass. Got a little bit of time. Now he's being chased. Rolling to his left. Nothing there, but he's trying to make it happen. Found his receiver, but he was out of bounds. Pass complete to Braxton Davis. He was just out of bounds. Brings up third down at 15.
Good job there not to take a sack.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the athleticism of Brad and the quarterback awareness.
Yeah, he did a good job there. A lot of
Yeah.
times you get pressure in your face, your head goes down, especially in your first start. He's doing a good job keeping his head up down the
Kind
field.
of curled back into the field instead of just running out of bounds, and was looking for somebody to get open.
Third down here. Interesting. Got a couple field goal kickers. I don't think we kicked a field goal last year at all.
Brad's going to roll right. Got some grass in front of him. Gonna just hit to number 16.
That's a big hit by Eli
Yeah.
Skaggs, senior running back linebacker from Fort Gibson.
Big gain for the Mustangs, but puts them in fourth down. Well, let's see, 4th and 8. Ball spotted at the 10, so be curious to see if they're going to kick here or go for it.
Our streak's going to hold. We haven't kicked a field goal in, I don't know, 19, 20 months. We're not going to attempt one here either.
All right, here we go. 4th down for the Mustangs.
Oh.
We bumped, didn't we?
We jumped.
Yep.
I don't know if we went on 2 or we jumped. We haven't had a lot of mistakes, though. Guy's doing a good job.
There he goes. I think he's going to.
We're going to go for field goal. I think that's the right call. Anytime you're getting, we're looking at 4th and 12. You're up 2 scores. You punch this in, you're up 3 no matter what with 6:44. You got to like that. So,
And let's make no mistake, those guys are hot and tired.
oh, absolutely.
They're watching that halftime clock just like we are. I think they got a hand on it.
I don't know that they got a hand on it. I think they just missed it,
Just was
unfortunately.
wonky? All
Maybe
right.
it was just
Thought it looked like
you never know. Our angle, it didn't look like they got a hand on it, but it happens. Big stop for the Tigers.
They will take over with a fresh set of downs. First down at 10 with 6:39 left to play until halftime.
Again, you're seeing lots of bodies rotate in, trying to keep them fresh.
They said they were very intentional about that.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Tigers. Big possession here in the game. 6:39 to go. It's a 2-score game, but if they can punch it in and eat some clock, it's a 1-score game to half. You got to feel like they like that.
Another man in motion. Kind of a screen out to the right side. Brought down number 40 for the Mustangs, Max Becker.
Good job there by the Mustang defense. They're just trying to get, like I said, make it easy on their quarterback, get it out in some of their playmakers' hands, try to get somebody blocked up, and a good job. There was nowhere for him to go. He had to cut it back inside. The edge was set there. Good job by everyone.
So 3 receivers are to the near side of the field. Hand off to the right side of the field, number 15.
Big hit there. Hogue flying up. And that's interesting. They've done that a few times. So they're running to the empty side of the field. So there's really one-on-one with the corner and the running back. There's no one to block them there.
Whistle on the field.
They're calling time. I don't see a yellow hanky, but they're pointing backwards. But that's an interesting ask. I guess if you're one-on-one, if you make the guy miss, perhaps there's some open field there, but there's no one to get in the way or block.
Say false start. So they are going to. Or did we decline that?
We declined it.
Yeah.
I think we held them to no gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 7, 5:54. Big third down in the game right here.
Mustang defense has done a great job of keeping them 3rd down and long. We're showing blitz, even showing a corner blitz. Got pressure. Overthrows his receiver. Bring up 4th down. Good hold. Good hold for the Mustang defense.
4th down. And that's such a pivotal. If you've watched soccer, they say a 2-0 lead, like a 2-goal lead, is the most dangerous thing, because if they score 1, they're 1 score away and they have all the momentum. Same thing there. If we let them go down and score, they got all the momentum going into the half. Great job by the defense, Coach Wagner, getting it dialed up.
5:49 left to play until halftime. Mustangs on top, 21-7. As Fort Gibson set to punt it away, another low punt or a low snap.
Oh, we ran into the punter. Hopefully that's just a 5-yard variety.
Jackson will make the play on the ball.
It wasn't violent. But at 4th
and how referee huddles go for
at
the Mustangs.
4th and 8, if they give them 5, do they reconsider? That was a pretty good punt and good coverage. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they turn it down, honestly. With the issues they've had snapping the ball, unless they're going to go for it, I'll be honest, I bet you see them turn this down.
Darren Wagner asking for an explanation.
He's saying he got blocked into him, and there was some contact. Oh. They're going to give them the big one, the 15-yard personal foul on that.
15, so it'll be a 1st down for Fort Gibson.
I know they protect the kick leg. Is that what they were doing? Would love an explanation on that. Because
so would Darren.
Yeah.
He's pacing.
And there we just talked about that. The momentum. Now they have it. Getting 15 yards.
Man,
when we were going to have the ball.
Position, yeah. Ball up at the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Fort Gibson.
Huge penalty there. And, again, it didn't look like the 15-yard variety at all to me. And then also I think Coach Wagner was continuing. He was kind of blocking, thrown into him.
Pass broken up. Brad Hoisington.
Yeah, good job getting a hand in there.
Twice tonight he's made some big plays in that cornerback, breaking up passes.
Big number 71, Wrangler Dix. Rotating in on the defensive line there.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 for Fort Gibson. 5:36 left to play till halftime.
Missed tackles there. That's unfortunate. Kind of a draw look there. They haven't ran it much lately. Kind of a draw for a big gain. 5:28. They're going to reset the chains and the clock. Tigers marching on the 39.
And they're going to try to go quickly.
Kind of just did the rerun, if you will. Same play. But
this
Wrangler Dix said, no, sir. He got in there big time.
Loss of a yard. 2nd down 11 coming up as the clock continues to run at 5:12. 5:11 till halftime.
You're now on that plus side of the field for the Tigers where you got to think they're probably going to go for it on 4th down, so you definitely don't want to give them anything substantial here.
2 receivers into this side of the field.
Jump, we're able to get back. Oh, they're going to call it. We crossed the line.
Yep.
They went hard count. We had multiple Mustangs jump.
It came from the far side, but it was the guys on, well, the guys I saw were on this side. They're going to give him 5 yards.
I think it was a host of guys.
Yeah.
It happens. Those guys are anxious to make a play, looking to fire off the ball and go hit somebody.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 for Fort Gibson. Their quarterback, Logan Bethel, a true freshman. He's had moments tonight.
Big hit there by
Max Becker.
Becker. Like I said, he looks for contact. I promise you, he is.
That Tiger's on the. He's on the carpet. That hurt.
Hopefully, it's just one of those that got your
stingers,
got your air out of you.
Yeah.
While he's down, I think we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. 4:11 on the clock. Mustangs 21, Tigers 7.
Boxes everywhere. And this is going to be Addie's room.
I am blind,
You're really going to like it.
I hope so. Yeah. I know this road is there for me. There is a long way.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Waist down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
I got this.
I know it's there for me.
Okay.
If I'm really free, take me down to the river and wash me.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. With the help of a couple of penalties, the Tigers have kept their drive alive. 4:11 left to play till halftime. Mustangs on top, 21-7. It is 3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Tigers. A pretty big play for their offense if they want to do anything before halftime and kind of cut into that Mustang lead.
Looking for an update. They haven't updated the Claremore-Wagner game. Obviously, we're going to play both those guys, one in 5A, one in district play. No score yet there on Squirtle.
Quarterback looking to the right side.
That was completed. That's a good catch. I haven't seen a signal yet.
I think he is.
They're going to say catch.
Caught it, and I think they're going to give him the first down.
That was a good diving catch.
First down and 10 for the Tigers.
Some other familiar foes for us. Poto beating Bishop Kelly 24-14 in the 3rd quarter. Tuttle, we always hear a lot about, 41-0 all over Cash in the 3rd quarter.
We're running a little bit late tonight because we started late due to the heat. Gain of about 3 for the Tigers.
Tigers doing a good job, though. This is kind of what we're talking about. Milking the clock. If they can punch it in here, only down 1, they got to feel pretty good with the way the game's went.
Judd Root on the carry for the Tigers. Brings up 2nd down and 7. We just keep bailing them out.
Yep, can't do that. You know, this drive was kept alive with a penalty, roughing the kicker.
That was Wrangler Dix that jumped, so a couple of guys are going to come in, give some fresh legs. And he said you'd see 2 and 3 guys every 4 or 5 downs. They're just trying to platoon them in, trying to keep them fresh.
You have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot. It's humid. At least it's a wet heat, right? Hand off up the middle. Say no gain on the play. So 3rd down and 2 coming up for this Mustang defense. Ball's at the 20-yard line, 3:10, 3:09 as the clock continues till half.
Big 3rd down. They got the kicker with the leg to make it. He was practicing from the 20. Interesting to see if we can hold him here.
Show blitz.
Changing the play are the Tigers. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Mustangs bring pressure. Going to get to him right at the line.
Got to wrap
but
up.
boy, he knocked the defender. It looks like he's going to get a couple more.
Had him
Gain
in the
of 4.
backfield.
First down and 10.
Big number 72, Bryce Byers, ultimately brought him down, but we had him.
Yeah, you had hands on him 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's one when you go back and watch it on film is going to hurt.
Yep.
First down and 10 for the Tigers.
So bringing an extra offensive lineman in at that tight end leads me to believe they're going to run to the right.
Gain of about 4. Second down and 6 coming up. 2:15, 2:14. As the clock continues, you know they would love to burn this clock, put 7 on the board to go into half only down by 1.
Oh, 100%. That's exactly their goal, and they're doing a good job of it.
Go to a heavy line on the left side. He's going to go up the middle. Find a little bit of a hole.
Yeah, able to spin off. Tackled by Salt and Salt.
Gain of 5 brings up third down and 1.
Clock going to be below 130 when they snap this.
You will see both the Salt boys on the field of defense. Gavin and Garrett. I think they got him. How about that in the backfield?
Great job there by Brady Evans. We called his name a couple of times, and that's a loss. Are they going to kick it or will they go here? 1:12 and ticking. Big time play here for the Mustangs.
Fourth down and 2.
Looks like the Tigers are going to call a timeout.
They have 2
They
timeouts
want to talk it
left.
over.
Yep. And you want to think about it. Minute 4 left to play till halftime. This is one of those momentum things. Like you can go into halftime down, but with a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, it's one of those bets, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a little momentum, kick a field goal, or do you want to go for all the momentum,
right?
But then risk the momentum. So
no risk, no reward.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about now. I wouldn't be shocked if they go for it. They've had some success running the ball here this possession, and I know we bailed them out with some penalties, but big time play here. 4th and 2. 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the half. Somebody's going to get some momentum going into the half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right here on this play. And you see Coach Van Pelt again. He's our strength and conditioning coordinator for all sports. He was at volleyball today doing some things, and he literally has an ice bucket with a sponge cooling off the fellas.
Yeah, it's just hot. Great crowd on hand. About 3 weeks from now will be that perfect Friday Night Lights weather. But tonight it's warm. Last time we checked the temperature, field was.
They're going to line up to go for it. We got to not jump off sides. We've done that 2 or 3 times. Are they going to try to draw us off sides? They still have more timeouts. No, they're going to go.
How about that?
Yes, sir.
How about that?
Is that Brady Evans again? Yeah, Brady
sure
Evans.
Was. 2 big plays from Brady Evans to stop the Tigers dead in their tracks, and the Mustangs will take over on downs with 1 minute left till halftime. And there you talked about it. Somebody's going in with momentum, and your Mustang defense really, that drive they had some mistakes. I mean, they had them stopped, made some mistakes, but they were in the end they were able to get it done and keep them out of the end zone.
And that's one of those stats. If you watch the NFL, New England was so good at for so long. They give up yardage that bend but don't break, but they wouldn't give up points. They would be kind of middle of the pack in the yardage given up, but be number 1 in the league in points given up. And ultimately, points are all that matters. So great job there. And we got a minute left, a couple timeouts. I bet we stick it on the ground, but if we can hit a couple plays here, I bet we get aggressive.
He is probably going to hand that to Ashton Wright, who's the running back on the field. They've got 2 receivers, 1 to each far side, kind of his. Ashton going to try to
nice cut.
Get down almost to. No, he's going to get the first down.
He's got first down, which
I think gain of 12, 1st and 10.
And high school stops the clock till they set the change. The officials will reset it. He'll wind the clock, and we're going to go quick here. That's a big gain, and that was all Ashton Wright. There wasn't much there, and he stuck his right foot in the ground and cut it up.
They call breaking ankles. He just juked a guy and made him miss.
51 seconds
You're
left.
going to be watching a college game, and they're going to get that first down, and that clock's not going to stop. It's going to drive you crazy. Ashton Wright again with a handoff up the middle, gain of 2, unless it's under 2 minutes. Correct? The new college rule?
Correct.
Yep.
Late flag thrown deep in the backfield. What is this about? I was getting texts from people. We do a lot of things. I'm also in charge of some halftime stuff.
Yeah.
Who's the student of the game?
And
Coach,
make sure the stadium music's playing.
Yeah, Mr. Doss texting me.
I'm waiting for the white hat to give us his official. Okay, it's a personal foul on Lucas Grove. For Gibson. So that's going to move the ball 15 yards. But the Mustangs in pretty good little field position. They want to try to do something here with 42 seconds left.
That's going to be a dead ball. It's going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
42 seconds. We're going to have the ball close to midfield. You're going to probably see us
So you're not back to
dial it up.
your end zone. You can take a chance if you want to.
Out to the 45-yard line with 42 seconds. Still in the second quarter action.
All right, first down and 10. Ball at the 45. Well,
I think his shoelace is untied. And with gloves on, it's hard. So, Coach Noble, offensive coordinator, coordinator of the shoestrings as well. He moved pretty quick there, too.
All right.
Oh, he's behind him.
There you go. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Stampede. Touchdown, Braxton Davis.
That's one of those where the corner is supposed to find the guy's hip. And instead was staring at the ball, and the ball just got over his head. His eyes lit up. He thought he was going to pick it.
He did. He thought he had a chance on that, and it just went over his head. Braxton had caught him in stride. But I want to tell you what, the big play of that was back here in the backfield where Ashton Wright took on a guy probably 100 pounds bigger than him and just gave Brad just enough time to get that pass off. I mean, kudos to Ashton for picking up that block.
Yeah, they'll see that on film. They'll get some praise from the coaching staff. Good hold. We got a flag. Perhaps movement on us. Looked like it was before the snap, so regardless, I think we're going to have to.
Dead ball offsides on the defense. Yeah.
If we made it, we can turn this penalty down. We're talking about potentially going for 2. I think you keep the points. No?
Waiting to see what it looks like they're lining up to kick it again. So here we go. Second attempt at the PAT. Ball down, kick is on the way. It's up and it's good. With that, 33 seconds left to play on the clock till halftime. Mustangs on top 28-7. And you know, Kevin, 2 minutes ago, this lead could have been cut literally.
With a minute and a half on the clock, they had great field possession inside the red zone, first down, ball moving. Defense comes up big. You get a couple big chunk plays by Ashton. You get a penalty, and then an overtop the pass play by Hoisington, and here we are, 28-7.
I'm going to give some credit to scheming those coaches, putting the kids in the right spot to do that. But you know what? I think that whole exchange of possessions goes down to Coach Van Pelt.
No doubt.
Seriously,
Sponge guy.
But it's hot. But, I mean, strength and conditioning, and that's relatively a new position for us.
Yeah, last 2 years.
Our guys just look a step fresher. Their heads are a little bit higher. So I'm going to give kudos to the strength and conditioning just of the Mustang staff.
Yeah, he's done a good job. And like we mentioned, Coach Widener bringing in the guys early so they're not on the field when that turf's 140, 150 degrees. We do look pretty good right now. We look like we got fresh legs. And that's a big momentum swing there for the Mustangs.
28-7 with 33 seconds left to play until halftime. The Stallion Battalion is off in the corners warming up. They will perform. At halftime, we're going to visit with school superintendent Dr. Wilkins.
We lost some volume there, not sure. Got a couple text messages, but Hogs back to kick. High, deep kick. Going to be inside the 5.
He's going to try to return it from the 5. Try to go around to the right side. Knocked out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
Overall, good coverage, and that also burned about 9 seconds. 24.3 seconds. Mustangs 28, Tigers 7. I would suspect you're going to see the Tigers keep the ball on the ground here. Don't want to risk a turnover. Tigers in the all white, Mustangs in the all blue with the classic gold helmets. First and 10 from the 25 for the Tigers. Will they keep it on the ground? Yep.
Hand off up the middle.
Oh, and he's
Not a
met
lot there.
immediately.
Yeah.
Is that Max Becker again? No. Who was that? That's
Wade
Warren
Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah,
Warren Pierce.
And
Yeah.
Wade was in on the.
He's slippery.
break
I mean,
down, yeah.
He's one of my guys at the game, remember?
He is. And I think they're going to let the clock run with 5, 4, 3,
They're trying.
2. Oh, they're trying to get one more off.
Yeah, they got one off.
Mustang defense probably a little bit caught off guard.
Yeah, we were kind of in that umbrella.
Yeah.
Gavin's like, look, I'm going to give you 10, but we're going to go to the locker room.
I'm going to play with your emotions.
We're going to go drink some Gatorade, getting the air conditioning in there, try to cool down a little bit. So great half of football for the Mustangs and the Mustang faithful. Again, we're missing Blake Salt. He's our sideline guy tonight. He's a working man now.
Yeah,
And,
career
missing
choice,
him.
priorities.
Priorities.
Career choices.
We'll be happy to welcome him back next week when we take on the Cardinals.
Looks like Fort Gibson is.
Yeah, they're going to march. Both
Fans
shows
will
are going to
march,
march tonight. Mr. Matthews told me.
I'm going to take a quick commercial. Going to go to a commercial and when we come back.
RCB Bank is community.
Dr. David Wilkins.
RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Disconnected.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Well, welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, along with Kevin Hogue. The Mustangs on top, 28-7. We got a great halftime show lined up for you. We'll do Meet the Teach here in just a second. As you can see on the field, the Fort Gibson Marching Band, which, by the way, they're typically spectacular. Mustangs always kind of compete with them in different competitions, and especially when it comes to OSSAA stuff. And so they are going to perform. And then the Stallion Battalion will march the second half of the halftime show. And, man, I've been around Oologah for a long time, graduate of class of 93, proud graduate of class of 93. And I got to tell you, we've been off to a fantastic school start. I have just the honor and privilege of getting to serve on the school board and work with the other school board members, the administration. I'm joined now with Superintendent Dr. David Wilkins. And, you know, David, every first of school, you got a projector here, an air conditioner there. But I'm just going to tell you, I feel like we're off to a fantastic start to school this year.
Yeah, so far so good. I think we've had a really good start. All the buses have been running good. All the air conditioners have been running good. We've had a few that have gone down here and there, but that's pretty normal.
When it's 102 outside, that air conditioner is really, really important. Had an opportunity to talk to Brady Despain, who kind of works on our facilities. And Brady, what's the count today? And he's like, oh, we're just working on air conditioners.
That's what they do. They go from one to the other, trying to keep them going. And for the most part, I think they have. It's just here, like I said, here and there. There's been some that have gone down, but they bring them up pretty quick.
You know, when you talk about the landscape of public education in Oklahoma, a lot of school districts are running into finding enough staff, finding enough certified teachers. I mean, there's universities and colleges across the United States that are literally closing their education schools because not enough young people are going into that. We have some new faces, but I'll be honest with you, this year, we really didn't lose a lot of – I mean, we only had to fill a couple of holes there. I mean, really feel like we did a good job of retaining some great staff.
We did. We lost a few good people, rotated out some. We had some that moved off, some that went and found other jobs in other places. But we were very fortunate that we were able to fill all of our positions. We didn't start the year with any empty slots. We have some non-certified positions that we've been trying to fill. A few applicants here and there, but those are the kind of few and far between people right now that we're struggling to get some teacher assistants, paraprofessionals. And we just opened up a couple more because of our enrollment increase at the lower elementary.
A couple of new administration positions, too. We brought some new principals into our system. Both of our elementaries have new leaders there.
Yes. So, of course, Mr. Sappington left this year. My assistant superintendent, we moved Miss Atkins up to that position, which has been a great addition to the central office. We backfilled her with Hillary Morsey from Owasso, and Christy York moved to Kansas City. And
kind of back home, closer to family.
Yeah. Went to move to be closer to her family, and we brought Miss Keisha Bell in at the lower elementary, and both of those administrators have done a great job so far.
Kind of a big change organizationally for us as a school district. I guess you'd use the word outsourced our food services. It's still cooked here, it's still prepared here, but there's a company kind of based out of Texas. They work in multiple states. We're about the 5th, maybe 6th school in Oklahoma to bring them on board. So that's somewhat of a change of outsourcing our food services.
It is. So it's pretty common in schools around really anywhere.
Right.
And even in any big organization, so hospitals, large companies. Because we're an education institution, we're not a food service industry,
restaurant, right?
So, yeah. Absolutely. So a hospital, their primary job is to be a hospital and not to prepare food. So it's easier to outsource those people.
Yeah.
Bring in people that know what they're doing, the people that have a support system behind them when they come in. So that way it's not just your 5 cooks in there trying to make meals without any support behind them.
And we have staff that work directly with them.
We do. We have a couple of our kitchen managers and our child nutrition manager are our employees. But then we have a general manager that works for the company, and then all of our line cooks are minus one are employees of Southwest Foods.
Yeah. So, Story, if you saw the news or even maybe saw on Facebook, so day 2 of school, we offer multiple options of food service, and one of those lines just ran out. So a student, and it was middle school that was eating at the cafeteria time, they would just had to go to another, just made some miscommunication, a little bit of confusion there. I know it wound up on the news.
For sure, yeah. So, yeah, we made it all the way to Oklahoma City News. What I can tell you exactly what happened. I get a phone call Friday night that there was some social media buzz about the school running out of food. So I get a hold of our general manager, cafeteria manager, Miss Atkins. Everybody starts scrambling to find out what happened because I wasn't notified by our kitchen people. So through the investigation, we talked to all of our kitchen people. We talked to the general manager. They looked at production records. I pulled up security camera we have about 5 different security cameras in the kitchen to see what happened. And we have 2 different serving lines, one on the west side, one on the east side of the cafeteria. And the line on the east side ran out. And you can see the cook, she makes some motions with her hands and says, "Hey, we're out of food. You guys move over to the other line." And when that happens with middle school kids, I have no doubt that there were middle school kids that heard we're out of food.
Right.
And that's what they heard. And I don't doubt that at all. But in reality, we still had our snack line was still open. The other line was still serving burritos. They could have gone over to that line. Some chose to. Some got in either one of those lines, and then some left the cafeteria. So it was a bit of a storm that we dealt with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I feel like things have kind of calmed down from that, and we have put some other systems in place so that way if one line does go down like that, then we're going to physically move those kids to the other line so they know that there's still food there, and they don't because we don't want our kids to go the afternoon without eating lunch. I don't want to go the afternoon without eating lunch.
I don't want to miss.
No.
I don't skip lunch. So new school, also new food service, and just sometimes some of that hiccup. That being said, we're really off to a great start.
Absolutely.
I think our enrollment is the largest it's ever been.
We're up. I think last time I checked, we were up by about 40, 50 kids from last year, which is good. And that enrollment so far is held. It's kind of fluctuated up and down a little bit, but it's held at that higher number.
And I have the opportunity to be the president of the school board. And let me just tell you, going back to the school, like there's nothing to hide. Like
No.
full transparency. Oologah Public Schools is not trying to hide anything in regard to
No.
not feeding kids or anything.
Absolutely
We had investigation. We wanted to do that. And so Dr. Wilkins doing a fantastic job. I appreciate you. I do want you to hand that microphone over to our new assistant superintendent. She's been on with us before, but in a different capacity. She has served as the upper elementary principal. I don't know if this is a promotion or a demotion. I'm going to have to let you, Kendra, tell us how you felt. But first of all,
trying to figure that out.
congratulations. Yeah,
Thank
to being our
you.
new assistant superintendent.
Thank you. It's been a really great transition for me.
Okay, that's code talk for baptism by fire.
Yes, but you know what? It's good. Lots of things for me to learn, but I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, and I know you just hit the ground running. And Tony Sappington had been with us for a long time in the district. I know he did a lot of great just training and helping you get ready.
He did.
But you got some new administrators, some new programs. And so how has that transition been from elementary now to moving like district wide?
You know, the coolest thing about moving to this new position is being able to see at the elementary. I knew how many amazing things we had going on. I could see them. I was a part of them. You watch the kids participating in these things, but this new position, you can see that all 4 of our buildings and every program that's a part of those buildings has absolutely astounding things happening. Teachers who love kids, coaches who are putting kids first, people who are making plans for how can we make this building, this program, this activity the absolute best it can be for our students. That's been the best part of this move for me, seeing 200 people who are putting kids first every day, which is awesome.
We got an incredible team.
We do.
And really just seeing that happen. So congratulations. Welcome to that role. I know in hiring you in that transition, we told you like you got to take the OU stuff off your car.
Never.
Right?
I'm not going to. No, listen, that's a deal breaker. That's not going to happen. But you know what? There's room for everyone at the table, right?
Yeah.
I'm the one. It's
you're,
okay.
You're a Mustang alum, right?
I am,
Okay,
yes.
what year did you graduate?
2001.
Okay, 2001. So.
Lifelong Mustang, kindergarten through 12th grade. Both my brothers, my dad, my aunt Sue Rhodes was a very long teacher here and taught the high school. So we've got a long tradition here.
Sue actually helped me win a trip to Washington, D.C.
She's amazing.
She was amazing.
She is.
You can see the Stallion Battalion getting ready to take the field. They're going to perform in just a moment. Kendra, any last-minute thoughts you want to share?
I am just really excited about this year. I think the best truly is yet to come for us. I see the commitment of our people every day. The kids are excited to be back at school, and that is like the most energizing thing. Get them at school, get their energy here, and it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, educators always just get fired up
Yes.
for August. Like, we're ready for May.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready for May, but we're also ready for school to get started.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take one real quick time out. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion will be performing. We'll be back with the Mustang Halftime Show right after this.
Mustang family, don't miss a minute of live Mustang action or info about events or happenings at Oologah High School. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our high school Facebook page today.
Hey Mustang family, I'm here with Coach Seabach. She's our new softball coach. Super happy to have you on campus and working with the girls in softball. So tell everybody a little bit about, I know you're a Broken Arrow, how long that was and about your time there.
I was there 5 years. I was the head basketball coach for junior high, and then assistant track, and as well as slow pitch for a few years. I taught PE there, so ultimately it was just a fun job for 5 years.
For sure. Now I know you were a great player. You won some state titles in high school and then went on in college. Tell us a little bit about your time there.
I was an outfielder at Carl Albert. Enjoyed my time there, winning state championships. I don't think there's anything like it. Went on to play a few years in college, Southern Nazarene, NOC Enid, and Rogers State. Retired to become a coach, and been at it ever since. I think being a college athlete was great. So.
Sure. Yeah, it's fun. So talk to us a little bit, and we share you. So you're kind of a combo for me. I get you 2 hours a day. Mrs. Dixon at the middle school gets you 2 hours a day. For me, you're doing some strength and fitness, helping our athletes down in the weight room get bigger, faster, stronger. How's that been?
It's been great. Seeing, not only, football, whatever, my softball players more than just once a day, actually teaching techniques. And I'm pretty passionate about, helping kids get better. So I love being in there for those 2 hours.
Yeah, and then for the middle school, you do leadership, is that right?
Yes, sir. 8th grade leadership. Kind of just teaching them the categories there are. There's different leaderships throughout this, society that we have, and so being able to show them what box that they ultimately want to, dive deeper into. I'm excited about that.
And then lastly, so let's talk about softball. I know we're in week 3. We start with Tuttle every year, which is a tough tournament. We won some games. We've lost a bunch of games by 1 run. So just talk to me a little bit about how practice has been and how the girls are.
So I believe that I've been pushing those girls harder than they have been in previous years, and they bought in. They're a talented group. We're at that top of the hill where, again, you said 1 run losses, where we have 1 inning where, things didn't necessarily go our way, and once we kind of clean up some routine stuff, overall, then we'll get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I agree with that. The girls are flying around, playing hard. It's fun to watch. So speaking of that, next week we host our home tournament.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We play Friday and Saturday.
Yep, we'll put that schedule out, but love to see you out at the park. It's always a great time. We have a rich history, and we're super glad to have Coach Seabach here working with the young ladies.
I'm glad to be here.
We'll be right back with more after this.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, along with high school principal Kevin Hogue. As we're about 42 seconds away from kickoff. Here's the problem. The Mustangs aren't out on the field yet, so usually they will stop the clock, give the team time to get out here, maybe stretch a little bit, which is actually really important in this kind of heat, making sure the guys get hydrated and just get set ready to go and play. It's after dark. It's a little bit cooler than kickoff because, baby, it was hot. 93 felt like 107 when we kicked off. A late start tonight. Games normally start on Friday night in Oklahoma at 7, but because of the extreme heat, we started this one at 8 o'clock. Both teams were kind of excited about that. So, anyway, we are just about ready to kick the second half off. Kevin, what is it, 84 outside right now?
84 actual temp.
Got you.
84 actual temp. Feels like 96. That's because the heat index. And there's a little bit of breeze, but not much. Coach, I'm sure, not only coaching them up, but getting them hydrated as the Mustangs run out on the field.
Bishop Kelly on the road at Poto tonight. That's a close game in the fourth quarter, only 3 minutes left. Poto's up 24-21. And Poto right now, like preseason, number 2 team in the state. Be curious to see how that game plays out tonight as well. Clinton and Kingfisher, both top 10 teams. Clinton's on top 6-0, the last score we had heard.
Still no score on the Wagner-Claymore game. That one has me puzzled. But in rankings, the 0 week, who knows. But McAllister's ranked number 3, and they're at Broken Bow. And it's 13-13.
13-13. Good game. Both of those are big, strong, kind of blue blood teams. I mean, both of them have got championships to their name. Broken Bow always kind of does a good job. McAllister as well. And let's see.
Clinton and Kingfisher, 6-0, low-scoring game there. They're both ranked in the top 10. Clinton's a long-standing 4A powerhouse. Elk City all over Altus, 24-0. They're ranked number 9. Another game featuring 2 ranked teams, Bethany and at Jones. Jones currently leading 20-7 at the half.
Hot night for football. Muskogee on top of Enid, 42-14. Guthrie all over Ponca City, 40-0. Putnam City, Bishop McGinnis are tied at 14s. And Sapulpa Sand Springs, a little bit of a surprise there. Sapulpa on top 40-28. And, that game is what they call the Highway 97 rivalry. It was last year going to the game. It was tied 45-45 in terms of record. Both had won 45. They had 5 ties between them. Sand Springs won last year to give them the 46-45 lead in the course of the series. And so things hold out tonight. Sapulpa may even that up. So kind of a fun rivalry game.
And we're 0 week, and so hadn't really paid attention to next week yet, but Collinsville's not playing. I'm sure all their coaching staff is here scouting. Gives you a little bit of benefit, but I think that's outweighed by the benefit of getting some in-game action and really getting your players tested. Looking at the forecast for next week.
Well, Monday is significantly cooler.
All week is significantly cooler.
May just mow my yard just for fun. Just so it's not,
Mow your yard for fun. I have to mow my yard because this week's been crazy, and it will not be mowed in fun tomorrow.
Okay, so here's the deal. This has been the summer of dead grass. You know what I'm saying? Because we had so much rain early on, a lot of sunlight. I just cannot, I need to bale it. I just cannot get rid of the grass clippings.
I live on solid rock, so that rain drains pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I could definitely bale my yard multiple times. It grows so much in a week. We had the wettest July I can remember.
And we're on track for the hottest August, baby.
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout-out to Coach Paya and the volleyball team we talked a little about yesterday. She says, come enjoy the AC, of course. Watch us win a championship. They have a first match tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the high school gym. I think if they win that, then they're on to the championship.
You can make a day of it because softball plays 10. Correct?
Softball plays at 10. I'll be on the call there. Looking forward to that. Coach Seebach, who you got to hear from earlier, have enjoyed her and enjoyed her presence. She has a vast knowledge of softball. She's a great coach. Happy to have her. You can catch that at 10. You could buzz over after that, go catch some AC. They had some great food in the concession stand. And their first match, again, starts at 1 o'clock. there in the high school gym.
Busy day for Mustang Athletics. School has started. We're in the full swing of things, and we've got JV and junior high. All that stuff is going on. Their football teams and softball teams are all competing, participating. So Mustangs set to receive. They won the coin toss, deferred to the second half.
Yeah, we had one kickoff return in the first half, and they kind of did that high corner kick, if you will, to about the 25. Ryan Tunison did a great job. It looks like they're lined up similarly, and they're looking at it. So perhaps we'll do the same.
A couple of halftime stats, courtesy of our statistician Johnny Deramo. Mustangs had a pretty successful first half.
Yeah, 25 rushing attempts for 273 yards. Obviously, that's the biggest one. We had 339 total yards in the half. Yeah, they're going to go to that similar kickoff. Tunison's going to call for a fair catch. Great job there.
Same thing, almost exact same place. First down and 10 coming up for the Mustangs from the 25-yard line.
Ashton Wright had 12 carries for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brad Hoisington, 10 carries for 93 yards. Braden Stovall, 3 carries for 10 yards. Passing, Brad was 3 for 7 for 66 yards and a TD. Braxton Davis, 1 reception, 50 yards, and had that touchdown. Davin Shondell, 8-yard reception, and Ashton Wright, an 8-yard reception. So most of our damage on the ground, kind of doing what we want there. Both teams penalty-ridden. We had 7 penalties for 65 yards. They had 6 penalties for 60 yards.
This is not a lower-class football team. It's not like we're picking on a 3A or a 2A tonight. We'll actually have Fort Gibson in district play next year.
Absolutely. They'll be flowing into the district, and we'll be looking for a new opponent for 0 week.
Hand off to Ashton. He makes space. Going to pick up about 5.
Nice to see Wrangler Dix with a pancake block there. Nicely helping his guy up off the ground as he got off of him, and that's what you want to see by that big offensive line coming out of the half, ready to fire off and hit somebody, and a good gain of 5.
Second down and 5. Mustangs have had success running the ball tonight. Try to drop Fort Gibson off sides.
Getting an update. I had someone text me and said the Claremore-Wagner game is officially listed as a scrimmage. And said that it unofficially ended at 7-7. So thanks for that info.
Brad rolling out. Oh, Turf Monster got him. Slipped down. Maybe a little slow getting up, and that's
Hopefully
not what
he's
you want to
okay.
see. Man, it's almost like that inside leg buckled in on top of itself.
Gotta hope that it's just a cramp.
He's one to get up. He's a fighter. He's got that dog in him. He wants to get up.
Yeah, and he's one of our best athletes, not just at quarterback.
Yeah, but also in defense. When they're in a big third down situation, they put him in that backfield. Entry timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more right after this.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance is locally owned by a name you know and backed by an agency with more than 30 years of experience. If you own it, we can insure it. For all your commercial, home, rental, auto, and recreational insurance needs, give Coach Brown a call at 918-789-3848. Chalkline Insurance, your local insurance agent in Oologah, where character creates connection.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Brad Hoisington, our starting quarterback. A little slow getting up, but I'll tell you what, Kevin. Good to see him walking off under his own power.
Absolutely. Preliminary, you like to see him walk off on their own accord, and he is. They're getting him some water. Sometimes when you cramp really hard, you flex that calf.
Yeah.
It's super hot. He's been playing both sides. Let's just hope that's a cramp.
Okay, country boy from Talala, grew up hauling hay. You get dehydrated. There's nothing like that Charlie horse in the middle of the night that wakes you up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
That is the worst feeling. You spring up out of bed like the Exorcist.
I'm talking to Oologah-Talala people. They know what that feeling's like. It's just like electricity through your body. Hand off.
Nice cut.
Back, yeah. Ashton doing what Ashton does, just creating space.
3rd and long, your backup quarterback, conservative there, and rightly so. Defense playing great. not going to risk anything.
Mustangs will punt it away, 4th down and 6.
Not giving a lot of attention to Brad on the sidelines. You got to think that that's just a cramp. He'll be back and all right. Ooh, low snap.
Low snap. Got it away, though.
Great job, Braden Stovall.
Woo! Takes a Mustang bounce. He's going to bobble it. I think he'll fall on it at the 35-yard line.
Credit to Braden Stovall to not only get that away, but get something on it. Nice job, not to panic. You know, I heard someone in the hall say it's nice to have an athlete back playing, punter, and definitely what you have with Stovall.
So the Tigers will take over 1st down and 10 with 10:17 left to play in the 3rd quarter. The first half, I don't think you could script a first half of football for a first game of a season any better than what the Mustangs played.
Yeah, if you wanted to be hypercritical, you could say something about maybe the penalties. That's what led to their longest drive and the turnover, but those are going to happen.
High snap, handoff up the left side, got a little bit of space. Going to pick up about 3.5.
Like Gavin Salt coming in and making the swipe tackle.
Gavin got some pretty significant playing time last year. So bring some experience to the defense. They're going to kind of go with a spread look. 2 receivers to the far side. 1 in motion now. Plenty of time on the play clock, 16-15. Looking for a pass on the left side. He's hit hard.
Big hit, but he held on.
Yeah.
Great job by Donnie Cox holding on. A nice clean hit. Didn't lead with his head. They tried to educate that out of the game.
Yeah.
It's bad, just as bad for the tackler as it is the guy catching the ball. Met at the ball, and great job hanging on.
1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's at the 46-yard line.
Little confusion.
They're trying to figure out who goes where.
They got plenty of time to get it right. They're going to go tight bunch.
Kind of go a no-huddle offense.
Oh, they were not set.
Yeah.
That's just wrong. That's one of those. It was just wonky from the start.
Yeah, and I don't know why that official didn't blow his whistle. That should have been dead ball.
Yeah, you're just risking an injury there.
Yeah.
None of the 3 receivers got set.
No.
And honestly, there's about 12 seconds. That's where some inexperience at quarterback. You have time to let them get set. Got to be set for a second. Everyone has to be set for a second. You can have 1 guy in motion.
So they didn't cross the line of scrimmage, so it's actually just called an illegal shift, but it's a penalty. And we'll move them back behind the chains. It's a 5-yard penalty. Brings up 1st down to 15 for this Mustang defense. Big thank you to American Bus, their support of Mustang Athletics. Texoma Tractor, proud supporters of Oologah football. Pass across the middle, it's complete.
Wide open in the middle of the field.
Break away from a tackle. Another couple of guys going to have to bring him down. Brady Evans.
And again, we've talked.
Go ahead.
Sorry, we've talked about his inexperience, but he can throw the ball. Logan Bethel, he is a freshman, but he can sling it around.
I believe Donnie Cox was the receiver. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball to 30. Handoff just around the left side. He's created some space.
Big time hold, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
Good job by Hogue there fighting through the. A lot of times, if you're just aggressive and fighting off, it's just reaction to grab the guy. I mean, it just is. You can coach it, but just reaction. A great job fighting it off there.
I believe that's a spot foul, so we'll back up 10 yards from where it took place.
Again, I want to shout out Nate Osborne and Asher Streeter, our new cameraman. We lost some pretty great cameramen. Combined something like, what would it be, like a 68 ACT? Super smart guys, both going on to going on to OSU.
Yeah.
Brett's already got his pilot license before he even started. That's incredible.
We had those guys since they were freshmen, so just a lot of great memories. Brett and Charlie know they will do well in life. Officials want to talk about maybe location of the spot where the
it's going to be a spot foul, so that's hypercritical to get that right. You're talking 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It was past the line of scrimmage, but it's definitely going to push them back.
It is still first down. 9:04 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs on top, 28-7. They are playing a true freshman. A freshman quarterback.
Yeah, he's not a true freshman. I know some people. I think he drives, but
okay,
he's a freshman.
He got redshirted in there somewhere,
and he can sling it. And I got a freshman son, and so I've got to see him the last several, 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah,
he slings it around the field pretty good, and he's a big kid. I think they have him listed as 5'10", 5'11".
How about that? Thrown right to a
Picked
Mustang
off.
defender.
Sam's going to try to take it back.
He could get it.
Oh,
how about that? How about that? One guy.
Let's go!
Sam down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Stampede, a defensive touchdown for the Mustangs. None other than Sam Hogue. Thrown right to him.
It was. And that's a mix-up between the receiver and the quarterback. Quarterback was expecting the go route. Sam has told me all week, he said, Dad, they won't get behind me. Coach Wagner will lose it. And that they feel like that's the only way they could perhaps score a bunch of points.
You got to tell him it'll never be that easy again. You know what I'm saying? Like, thrown right to him. How about that? So the special teams will come on for the PAT.
Now I'm just waiting for Sam to cramp. Oh, he's trying to throw up on the sidelines. Look at him. He needs the sponge. Get him the sponge, VP. I will tell you, we have eaten as good as we could. I think he's drinking Pedialyte every day.
Ball down, kick on the way.
As I know all the guys are. You see them in the hallway with their water jugs, their Pedialyte, their Gatorade. That was a, 85-yard, 90-yard return.
You've heard the saying, straw that broke the camel's back. That 85-yard defensive touchdown may just be the straw that broke the camel's back and broke the will out of Locust Grove. They were actually moving the ball pretty good. But, man, just a freshman.
Looks like with Sam
mistake,
dry hurling. Thankfully, we have two good kickers. Dax is going to take the kicking duties here. Sam's like, Coach, I need a breather.
I can honestly say in 5 years of broadcasting, we've never used the term dry hurling before. So
he's mine. I can
benefit Sam Hogue.
I don't think he had enough fluids in his body to.
Nothing. Mom, I'm really sorry about that last 30 seconds of broadcasting right there. 8:41 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs on top 35-7. Mustangs will kick it away. Man, a pick six for 85 yards. I'd be curious how long it's been in Mustang history since that happened.
Yeah. Here's what I don't understand. So, obviously, Sam's hurting. Brad, I think, is still cramping.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're on defense because.
And fortunately, you've got a pretty good.
You got a lead.
Cushion of a
yeah,
lead, so
we can
rotate
we
some
have
guys in. Yeah.
6 running backs that you feel good about and comfortable with, I think. So,
we'll probably see some new faces on defense because 2 of our guys that play back on the corners are on the bench getting hydrated and getting cramps stretched out of them. And the kickoff. It's going to go in the end zone. How about that? Jackson Burchett will put it in the end zone with touchback. So first down and 10 coming out for Fort Gibson. The official statistician says 89 yards.
89
pick
yards.
six.
Thanks, Johnny. $35-7. I want to shout out Jason Streeter, show engineer, this year on the stream.
He don't want any shout outs.
You don't want to know how many buttons there are and how many wires there are.
2 keyboards. He's looking at a tablet, 2 monitors.
How about this? A little inside information. You're in rare air. He's a valedictorian of Hallward High School.
How many is your class? That's not important.
We needed someone smarter than us to push. I mean, there might be 500 buttons over there.
Or somebody willing to sacrifice themselves to do it on Friday nights. Man in motion. They have just tried to run that screenplay all night long. They're not much success. Jaden Tanner there to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Second down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. You know the superintendent at Fort Gibson pretty well, I would say.
I do. I married his older, as she likes to say, twin sister, Scott. He's a great guy. Man, no one more knowledgeable. School law, school finance.
Ran up the left side, but a flag on the play. Kind of thrown at that holding area. We'll see. And since the white hat threw it, yeah, he's going to say it's holding against Fort Gibson, so that will back them up. So
let's call some names. We got freshman Aiden Gaines out there playing corner.
Is there any family trash talk that takes place in around this?
No, we're pretty cordial. I trash talk him about his visitor press box. I think it was 160 degrees in there last year, but he's probably doing the same on ours. So sorry, Tigers, paybacks. But he's a great guy. Obviously, I've been with Shelly since we were in high school, so I've known Scott. We played golf together. Our kids are the same age. Just great people. His wife's a teacher.
Wide open gap right up the middle.
Oh, no. Ty will get him.
Come on, there you go. Ty Cherry is able to chase him down. Huge gain for the Tigers.
Again, you mentioned you got some new kids out there. Just tired, just not quite wrapping up maybe like you did in that first quarter.
That was a hole big enough. I think you could have run through it. Not me.
I wasn't running that far tonight, I promise. I'd have cramped up. I could probably got a first down.
The dry heaps would have started.
Yeah, dry. It wouldn't have been dry. I've been up here in the air.
Timeout for the Mustangs. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.
RCB Bank is community. RCB Bank is friendly customer service. RCB Bank is trusted. RCB Bank is here to help. RCB Bank is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. RCB Bank is everywhere you need us to be. We are RCB Bank. Open an account online today to see why our customers always say, RCB Bank, that's my bank.
Sometimes it's good for just a hydration break. Timeout on the field, Mustangs. 8:13 left to play.
Yeah, plenty of time. It's just the third quarter. Coach Wagner not happy with what he saw there. Got a quick timeout. Kind of reset everyone, get everyone mentally back locked in.
Mustangs are back at home next Friday night. Rivalry game comes to town. First down and 10. Oh, the snap is away. He's going to just have to try to make something. How about that? Mustangs are going to get on him. Number 54 for
Great
the Mustangs.
job, Tyler Stovall, playing both ways. Back there quick. He's getting up slow. He's been hit quite a few times.
Gosh, a loss of 15 yards.
17, 18 maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on where they spot it.
Looks like they're going to spot it down at the 50.
And you've mentioned they've had continual problems with the snaps, special teams. And, man, it's almost, if you played golf, it's almost like having the yips. You miss a short putt, it's in your mind. And, unfortunately for him, I think it's in his mind.
.7:30, the clock continues to roll in the third quarter. Looks Grove. Excuse me, I have called them Looks Grove all night.
You've done it a few times.
I apologize.
We don't play those guys.
We don't play those guys anymore. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Be right back with more right after this.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Fort Gibson could not get their play together. Took a timeout. Time to take a good water break as well. The Mustangs will use it. 7:21 left to play in third quarter. Both teams have both of their timeouts. It has been just a fantastic start for the Mustangs. They had about as good a first half as you could ask for. They're on top 35-7. That last touchdown was I don't even know. I don't even know where you go find, but could be quite possibly the longest pick six return in Mustang lore. And none other than Sam Hogue ran it back for 89 yards for a pick six.
Yeah, happy for him. Like you said, he works really hard. Obviously, I see that. He works hard in the weight room. I think he power cleaned almost 300. So, happy for him. Good move. Nice tackle.
Up the middle. No gain there. Brings up second down.
I want to shout out our ag program, but by doing so, shout out our community. So,
yeah,
if you've been to our town, we're not business heavy. We're not like Skytook where you can drive for 5 miles through downtown.
Downtown's pretty small. I mean,
So-
we got some great businesses downtown.
Yeah,
but,
we do,
there's
and they're
not a
great
Walmart
supporters.
right there at the bottom of that.
Yeah, we don't have Walmart. We don't have Taco Bell. But saying that, I mean, we did a tremendous order of blue and gold. Obviously, it's not just sausage like it was back when we were in school.
True.
They sell bacon, which is phenomenal. That's what we buy is the bacon. But they have fajitas. They have a lot of stuff. And I know the total this year, I think we set a record for our total. And just appreciate the community.
Left side, he could break away. A couple of guys going to bring him down. Sam Hogue on the.
No.
Nope, sorry. Jackson Lustig.
Justin Lustig.
They were in a deep hole. And they're first down and 10.
Still plenty of time. If they score here, I mean, lots of things can happen. It's awful hot. You got people cramping up. We got freshmen on the field playing corner. We're pretty deep on the roster in the secondary, so you want to make them work for it as much as they can.
Handoff left side.
Great job there.
So the moral of the story was our community bought over $100,000 in blue and gold products, and so
shout out to those guys.
Our ag program doing a great job. I mean, it's huge. It's one of our biggest programs.
It's our biggest program. And it's I don't have the number. I want to say 160. If Miss Smith or Mr. Jackson texted me a minute ago, but I think it's the biggest we've been. I mean, we're brimming at the seams.
Out of bounds.
Jaden Tanner on the last tackle did a great job. I want to shout him out.
New ag teacher this year.
Yeah. Seth Jackson doing a great job. And ag teacher's weird. Like when I think new teacher, we're in August and we're having those new teacher meetings, he started in May.
Yeah, he did.
And, I mean, he's doing judging team. He started in May. There's no rest for that position.
Good young Oklahoma State grad, excited about his future, excited about having him as a Mustang.
Yeah.
There's been a long time since there was some kind of state championship that wasn't associated with our FFA program. Like every year, one of our teams just gets it done. Usually there's multiple state champions. I mean, she always adds a pile to that every year. And so just, Katie, we appreciate you, appreciate the work you're doing. Seth, we're excited to have you along. So.
Yeah, they buy belt buckles for all the state champions. I think they bought over 20 last year. And she has to fundraise for those. Obviously, we just talked about blue and gold. And she's like, I'll happily fundraise for that. Ball's on the ground again.
Snap, and
he
he's
just
this
dives
time
on
just
it.
going to fall on it, yeah. Boy, and that was fourth down. So
they got a new quarterback in, too. He looks like he's cramping a little bit.
.541 left to play. Injury timeout on the field. Hey, let's take one as well. We'll be right back with more.
A water faucet with clean water, a reliable car on a busy day, a faithful dog, and reliable insurance. They're there when you need them. Coach Jason Brown and Chalkline Insurance is your local insurance agent. After 20 years in coaching, Jason is using that work ethic to take care of you and your family. Chalkline Insurance.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Quick injury timeout. We're back with 5:41. Mustangs have got the ball on downs.
Ashton Wright turning his feet.
He has already had an incredible night. He'll gain about 4.5 there.
Yeah, he had 170 at the half.
Yeah.
So I want to mention, encouraging sign, Brad Hoisington, our starting quarterback, is up, moving around, talking to the guys, has his helmet in his hand. Hopefully it's more of a situation where the score is 35-7.
Yeah.
Don't want to risk him. He's our starting quarterback. He's played great. We'll hope and pray that's the case.
Second down and 6. Clock continues to run right at the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Handoff, trying to come around the left side.
Nice.
Make a nice move.
He just makes so many people miss.
Looks like a gain of about 23. Good. That's certainly enough for a Mustang first down and 10. Good yardage there for Ashton Wright. That'll add to his totals on the evening.
You know, it's interesting. We talked about our FFA program, but I read nationwide the largest enrollment in high schools in FFA in our nation's history. And you think about kind of where we're headed with less agriculture. That's ironic. But it's a great job by our ag instructors and how varied. You know, my daughter's in ag. She doesn't show anything, but she grows things. She won an animal bug box at the state fair.
Ashton going to cut back in. He is just slippery. He's going to pick up 7. My daughter's an FFA kid.
Yeah, she doesn't show. But she does great speech contests. She's an officer. She's getting that leadership. And I think that's really where they've done a good job of growing and not staying stagnant, not just showing animals and being in the shop. We do that, and we do that well, but we shoot skeet. And
shop. FFA is a program that literally offers just about everything.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do speech, you want to do shop, you want to shoot, you want to show.
You want to do an agri-science project and grow pumpkins, you can.
Absolutely. So she's got to be in Oklahoma City tomorrow for some type of conference. I've got to leave early. Looks like he might just get it. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Doing exactly what we want there. Kudos to that offensive line. And a lot of those offensive line are playing defensive line. So kudos to them, and the staff are getting them ready to go tonight.
May see Stovall come in. They may be giving Ashton one more. No, they're going to bring him in. Here comes Braden. I mean, they have just put the ball in his hands and said, go get it. And he's like, okay, job well done, young man. You have had a heck of a game tonight. Sam Ho again at quarterback. He, too, has had a great game tonight. And off to Stovall up the middle. Good gain on the play.
And Braden Stovall is one of those kids you root for. We got a lot of those kids. He is a super great guy. Always smiling in the hallway, holding doors for everyone. Just a great kid. And good to see him get some reps tonight at RB and doing a great job.
Man, we talked about it earlier, but our trainers, those girls are getting it done tonight. Just probably the hottest game of the year. I mean, we could have one in the next couple of weeks, but, man, just with the temperatures we've had this week and just how hot the turf is, those young ladies have just worked their wheels off, and so appreciate them.
I always enjoy talking to them, and I've worked with some of them on, like, taping ankles and doing some things. And they were curious on how much liquid we were going to go through. Last year, I can't remember how many gallons it was. It was a bunch, and they were thinking they might set a record tonight.
First down and 10, Stovall on the carry. 2:23 as clock continues as we approach the fourth quarter. Good air just good vibe in the stadium tonight. Mustangs playing great football. First game of the season, off to a great school start. Good night to be a Mustang.
It's always a great day to be a Mustang.
It's always been a great day to be a Mustang. Tight formation for the Mustangs. Hand off again.
Going to get
around
out
the left side.
Good job there. And Braden's very patient. I mentioned it in the first half. We were going the same direction. He's very patient going out wide. Wasn't a lot there. Just kept stringing it out. Once he found that hole, put that left foot in the ground, and up the field he went. Picked up 7, 8.
Yeah. Up there going to back it up to 7. Yep. So second down and 3 with 1:35, and the clock is continuing to count. Mustangs not in a hurry. Don't need to be in a hurry.
No, sir.
12 seconds on the play clock. Up the middle, not a lot there. Probably going to get myself in trouble right here, but I'm going to do it anyway. We've had a technical consultant help us get everything up and running, and big kudos to our technical consultant. I'll let you get yourself in trouble, too.
I'll get him in trouble. Aaron Carrion, he doesn't even live in our state, was helping us with the stream. Actually bought us a piece of equipment. Just an all-around great person. Appreciate your help tonight. We had to call and FaceTime him earlier.
Like 5 times. I don't want to underestimate that. He's still grinding through. Going to get a first down and goal for the Mustangs. I know it says 0.7, but we got to readjust the clock here in just a second. But it's 40.7 seconds left.
We'll have to snap it one more time here in this quarter, but only once if we run it and don't score.
Backup quarterback Sam Hogue with quarterback duties tonight. Hand off to Ashton Wright. Up the middle, Stampede, touchdown.
Nice job. Stallion Battalion going to strike up the fight song.
I think Stallion Battalion's on a break.
They on a break?
It's up to me and you. You want to hum it? No, we're not going to torture folks that way.
I will say I saw just about every football player singing the fight song today at Morning Pep. So kudos to them.
You know, so a lot of this goes to leadership between Coach Wagner because, man, when the band's out here marching, a lot of times at their competitions and stuff, he has the football players lined up on the field.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Cheering them on. And so we say it all the time. We're family. And that really holds true. It can naturally kind of be some divisions between your fine arts and your athletics, or even in your athletics between that sport gets more attention than this. We're family. We're all rolling in the same together. We love this community. We love the kids that we have an opportunity to educate. And it's just fun days around here to get to be a part of the team.
Yeah, and you'll see Coach Wagner at every sporting event. I mean, he's around. When you talk Mustang family, he's doing 0 hour for lifting, and most of those kids don't play football. He just wants everyone to be bigger, faster, stronger. He loves being a Mustang. And you talk to Mr. Matthews, he's been here way longer than me, and he'll say he's never felt more included in the band, a bigger part of the school. Yeah. And a large part of that's with Coach Wagner, so appreciate him.
We have a new athletic director. I didn't throw him on the bus tonight, but hopefully next Friday night I'll bring him in at halftime just to interview him. Drew Dixon, who is the husband of Kelly Dixon, a longtime administrator, longtime principal for us in our system. But Drew has been a principal down in Sapulpa. Yes, he made the drive. And anyway, he's our new athletic director, and really excited, just the energy, the passion, just kind of the challenge he has brought to our athletic teams and our coaches. And so we have a new athletic director this year, and maybe next Friday night we'll get him on and talk to him just a little bit about his vision for our athletic programs.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's hitting the ground running. Obviously, he's hired some coaches. We got a new basketball coach, Coach Branscombe, talking to the fellas. They seem to really like him, doing a good job, fundraising, and he's a worker. Like when we're out here into the end zone.
Man, I'm telling you, for high school football kickers, with the wind you have tonight,
which is about 3 miles an hour,
it's not a lot to be putting that in the zone. That's huge because you eliminate that risk of getting a return. Because when you got bodies running full blast, man, you can miss somebody. And, man, kudos to our special teams. So tonight, Ashton Wright, 232 yards and 4 touchdowns. And, man, just having an incredible night tonight. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. So Fort Gibson will have an opportunity to snap one. First down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Handoff goes left.
They got a new quarterback in, Judd Rudd.
He'll gain about 4.
Number 4.
And the clock
got a guy down. Looks like one of my Who You Gots, Warren Pierce. I think he's just a cramp.
Because of that, Fort Gibson will get another play in.
Well, the clock will wind, I think.
Oh, you're very
for play, and so they don't necessarily have to snap it. They're stretching him out, so preliminary looks like it's just a cramp.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Meet the scan. A simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
And after the injury timeout, they're going to let the clock wind. So that will take us, the Mustangs on top. It's been a night. 42-7 on top of Fort Gibson. We are going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of Mustang football right after this.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those parties.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue as Fort Gibson will get the fourth quarter started with a second down run play.
Want to mention Dylan Murphy's in playing safety. Got a lot of bodies in there rotating in. Looks like number 60, Garen Dobbins. Number 61, Wyatt Wells getting some playing time. Love Wyatt. If you ever go into Apple Market, Wyatt Wells is working. He's always smiling and has a giant truck. He's a good kid.
First down and 10. Pass is thrown under the intended receiver.
Fort Gibson playing their third quarterback of the night, number 3, Parker Lockhart.
Pass intended for number 7, Brody Hanson. Brings up second down and 10. Takes a lot of work to make a Friday night game happen. It's not just turn the lights on and open the concession stand. Great staff. I don't know if they're going to give him forward progression or not. Looks like they will. Yeah. So it'll be enough for a first down and 10.
So we'll be in action next week right here. Scheduled game time is 7. Weather looks more traditional, like 90 for a high. Got to think that 70 or that 7 p.m. start, and bringing in the Collinsville Cardinals, state champs 2 years ago. I believe they made the semis last year.
Kirkpatrick on the tackle there. Yeah, kudos to them. Yeah. Second down and 5. Pass on the left side, number 1, Jaden Johnson. He's been their big target tonight, but I think our secondary's done a good job of kind of keeping him covered up. Pass complete, be good enough for a first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball now about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys we were worried about. He's got some speed to him. Big time collision there. Dylan Murphy. Looked like he caught the worst of it, but he's first up. Number 16, Eli Skaggs, senior running back for the Tigers. Excuse me, number 15, Braylon McComb, junior running back for the Tigers.
Handoff up the middle.
Nice
Not
job
a lot there.
Number 47, Landon Roach with a great tackle there.
Technical difficulty there. My apologies.
We also want to say thank you to Burns Propane for generously supporting Mustang Athletics.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Quarterback going to roll out.
A throw back across his body. That's usually a recipe for disaster.
I think one of their linemen got a hand where he wasn't supposed to get a hand, so you see a flag come in. He kind of knew the minute he did it because he threw his hands up. Be a hold on Fort Gibson, so that'll back them up. 10 yards, bring up second down and 20.
Wow, big time score. Broken Arrow 0. Bentonville 41.
Whew.
Rough night for Broken Arrow Tigers.
We have I understand you have a new play-by-play guy, Adam Hildebrandt. He's been their play-by-play guy for a couple of years, and I think new baby and some other stuff. He's part of the OSU broadcasting team. He's not their play-by-play guy this year, so talked to him just the other day. Adam's a great guy. Does great mission work around the globe, too. Handoff up the middle. Going to get a lot of those yards back.
Great job there by Braden Stovall, playing both ways, making a tackle.
Judd Rude's their running back. He's also been the quarterback in moments. Right now, Parker Lockhart's kind of in that role as quarterback. You can see those guys are tired. Hands on the knees. 8:42 left to play in the ball game. Mustang showing blitz. Yeah, he couldn't stop himself. He's like, what, me? Did I do that?
The head's the heaviest part of the body. As you get the head leaning.
Brady Evans tipped his hand, so that'll give the Tigers free 5 yards.
Give him a break. Going to get Dax Hill in the game. Love Dax. Good kid. He's sophomore. Always smiling.
You know, second, third string guys, they've put the work in too.
Oh, 100%.
And they're just as excited for Friday Night Lights as anybody.
That's why sometimes those scores can get out of hand.
Yeah.
But you think Dax Hill doesn't want to make a play and make a tackle? You know what I mean? Like
Mustangs getting their own way.
Yeah, lost some contain there. Number 4, Judd Rudd, takes one to the house. Going to make it 42-13. 8:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, with the heat, with the situation, a couple guys down.
Thanks also to the Oologah Assembly of God for generously supporting Mustang football.
Got a lost wallet. They're texting me.
And the kick is up.
Like you found it?
No, they texted me we got a lost wallet, which I told the guys next door they just haven't announced it yet. So
PAT is good, 42-14.
Interesting, the breeze is probably as stiff as it's been since 3 o'clock this afternoon. Still only about 5 miles an hour, but giving those guys a little bit of a break and respite from the heat. Again, if you're looking for something to do, come see us tomorrow. I'm on the call with softball. Got senior Jaden Standiford taking the bump to pitch. Looking forward to a great game against Dewey. The Bulldoggers are good at softball, so it should be a great game. And then from 10, once you get a nice lather worked up and you're sweating, you get to go into the gym at 1 and get to catch the lady volleyball team and Coach Paya. You got a 1 o'clock first game. If they win, they're in the finals, so definitely going to be over there rooting for them.
There was some technical difficulties with our microphones. I don't know what button I punched. It always feels like it's my fault.
I am a fair distance away from any button, so I can assure
it's Asher's fault.
I can assure you it's not me. All right, we got Jax Burchett, Ashton Wright, Sam Hogue back deep. They've been doing the corner kick, and judging by where he's at, they're going to do it again. Not going to kick it deep. Yeah.
You know what? Well executed by the Mustangs, kind of the fake out that, hey, I'm going to fair catch, and the guy behind him catches it and actually picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, kind of like the center fielder Hogue there called him off and took it positive gain to – I wonder where they're going to mark it. They're talking that the up guy signaled fair catch, but can you signal fair catch if you don't catch the ball? I think that's what they're talking about. I would imagine you're going to see a lot of Mustangs rotating through. So they're going to say the up guy called fair catch. That's a new one on me. I guess it makes sense. But it's unusual for someone other than the receiver of the kick to call for the fair catch. So they're going to say ball on the 20. 8:15 left in the game. Mustangs 42, Fort Gibson Tigers 14. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You'll get a notification anytime we go live. Try to do a lot of different things on the channel. Handoff. Goes to Ashton Wright. He's going to jitterbug, pick up a couple. Got one of those flags coming from the backfield that might just be a hold. I'm going to wait on the call. Sophomore Uriah Hooks trots off the field, getting some playing time. reward. You've had a long fall camp. They're doing summer pride all summer. It's been super hot, so you get to reward those guys with some playing time, and I know they'll be fired up. So that's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. They're going to march off. 15-yard. They're going to march off 18 yards. That must have been 15 from the spot of the foul, maybe, because we start on the 20. There's no such thing as a 17-yard penalty, but we're going to take it.
Apologize to our fans. We lost some of our audio there for a second. We got it fixed now.
Good hard run there. Nice tackle by number 14. That's a Nephus junior for the Mustangs. Mustangs content with burning that clock. 7:33. Hand off to Jaden Tanner. He's going to cut it outside. Makes a man miss. Breaks the tackle.
There's a flag. $7:15 left to play. And they're going to bring the Mustangs back.
That's going to be one of those spot of the foul. So even though we got the first down, it's going to bring it back behind the line. That was a good run by Jaden Tanner. Fun fact. He was nicknamed the 8th grade Bo Jackson in 8th grade. He was a hoss in 8th grade. 2nd and 4. Hand off again to Tanner. Cuts it up. Going to fall forward for a first down. Again, that's where we talked about before the game. Maybe not so much in some positions, but on the running back, wide receiver, definitely have more depth than we've had in the past. We got, I know Coach Wagner mentioned, Ty Cherry carrying it, but we got a lot of guys that can carry the ball that he feels confident about. He mentioned Jaden Tanner specifically in the coaches show, and here he is, he knows the words, doing a great job.
Ball at midfield. First down and 10. 6:19. The clock is ticking. Hand off up the middle. Mustangs have just had a lot of success running the ball tonight.
A lot of yards after contact. A lot of guys missing. A lot of that can be tired. Can be the momentum. You got some Fort Gibson Tigers kind of reaching instead of tackling.
Yeah.
Dax Hill getting in the game again at tight end.
Jaden
Ty
Tanner
Cherry
on the carry.
Getting in at running back. Love Ty. He's a senior. Pretty quiet kid, but great athlete. Pretty good size, and he can move. He's on the state qualifying 4x100 team.
Hand off, going to go up the middle. Got
He's
through
go.
the line. He's down to the 20.
Oh, they're
going to
get a hold.
Stampede touchdown. Ty Cherry, but it'll come back.
They're going to get a wide receiver for a hold. Maybe Tunison. I can promise you Ty's going to be looking for some contact.
Yeah. Plays linebacker.
Oh, they're going to say face mask. Hogue signaling face mask, but I think it's a double penalty. It could be one of those one on us, one on them type deals.
So do you play it again or do you give him a touchdown?
You're going to play it again.
Yep.
Might just offsetting, the dreaded offsetting penalty.
It's like in the backyard, just play it over.
Yeah, when you kind of get an argument.
Yeah. I'll just do it again.
The problem is Ty just sprinted for 50 yards.
All right, here we go. Here's the white hat. See what he says.
They're looking at Coach. Yeah. Hoag's walking off the field. He thinks it's a touchdown.
Face mask on them.
Declined.
On us. Blocking the back. Touchdown's good. Explain that.
What?
I don't
He pointed the wrong way. He did something wrong.
He did something wrong, yeah, because he can't be on us and touch
one,
them,
we
so.
wouldn't have declined. If there was a penalty on us and a penalty on them, we wouldn't have declined.
Right.
Yeah, it's hot. He needs
It
the
is
water.
hot. Where's the sponge?
He needs.
Where's SpongeBob?
He needs a sponge from VP. Fight song. Got an extra point here to make it 49-14. Great job by Ryan Tunison blocking down the field. I mean, he's 20 yards down the field. If he doesn't block his man and stay on his man, Ty's got to make another man miss. So, good job, Ryan Tunison.
Apparently, there's been 2 streams going tonight. We have an automatic huddle camera that will kick in and stream. So that's the. Hey, where are you guys at? Oh, right here. So our apologies, folks. First game of the season, and some new technology.
Well, this particular stream I feel like has been going well.
Yeah.
I can't speak for the other one.
I mean, other than the clock, you got to
I
give me some room on the game clock. I had a hard time getting that centered up. But.
So there was a penalty on us. We're having to kick an extra point a little bit longer. Low kick, squeaks it
Still
over.
Good. So the Mustangs on top. 49-14 with 5:19 left to play. It's a long bus ride home back to Fort Gibson after a long, hot night like this. Mustangs will be at home next weekend. Collinsville coming to town. Rivalry game for a Labor Day weekend.
They're saying in my excitement I hit the table and messed up the clock camera. You can deduct it from my paycheck tonight. Had some fun today with the staff. We made some hot dogs. My new administrative assistant, Stacy Streeter, made some bussin' chili. It's one of those words. How cool is Kevin from a couple years ago? We had a tailgate theme. We had chili cheese dogs, fruit. Had a great time with our staff today.
Checking my phone. I don't see a missed call.
Yeah, you weren't invited. I'm sorry.
I didn't. What?
I did bring you a hamburger before the game started.
You did.
In the clutch because you were hangry.
You can't not eat food all day long. Heat and hunger, not your friends.
You ain't wrong.
Nice little breeze picking up here. Mr. Hoag set to kick it away.
Gonna do the poochie kick. Oh, he's gonna try to reverse field.
Around to the right side. The kicker had a chance to bring him down. Now it was Aiden Gaines brought him down.
And we're to that point in the game. 5 minutes left. There's almost a kid cramping every play now. You mentioned next week we host our home softball tournament. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Lady Mustangs will be in action on Friday and Saturday only. I think it's 10, 11:30, and then I'm not sure when the late game is. I have a rich tradition of having some pretty great games and pretty great teams at our home tournament. Make sure you come out. Weather's supposed to be better. Come out and join us. Friday will be busy. 3 softball games and hosting Collinsville.
Lots of cars. Because Collinsville's a big game, too.
Yeah, there will be lots of cars. You ain't wrong.
Quick little running back out of the backfield.
Some missed tackles.
Couple of opportunities to get him down. Number 15 on the carry.
Ryan Tunison going to bring him down.
Braylon McComb get down close to the end zone.
I promise you, Coach Wagner's still coaching. He has no chill, and I mean that in the best, nicest way possible. Yeah, no quit. He wants to finish the game here for sure. Defense has played great. Oh, missed tackle.
And they're in for 6. 4:50 left to play.
Gonna make it 49-20. Should be too little, too late, but definitely be some film watched and some coaching opportunities there. Eli Skaggs back to kick. Ooh, nice. Oh, ball's down.
They're going to try to make something happen with it, but no dice.
Going to be brought down by
Jackson Burchett.
No.
Nope, is that not 2 that got up?
No, it's Tunison. 2's walking on the field. I think his 3's just rolled up.
Okay, got you.
Great job by Ryan Tunison. Mentioned his name several times tonight. Another train coming through.
The franchise, kind of a statewide radio program. We've been a part of their post-game show across the state of Oklahoma last few years. Mustangs will be a part of that as well this year. A little bit after 11 o'clock, if we're done with the game, I have an opportunity
you might get on.
to talk to Randy Heights. Unfortunately, not a Tulsa
I
area
promise
station.
you, it is past my bedtime, but well worth it. So much cooler at 8 than 7 with that sundown. Even just for the fans and the band on the other side of the field.
Do miss Blake Salt being with us tonight. He'll be here next Friday night. He's on duty tonight.
Looking forward to having him roaming the sidelines, giving us updates. I also like giving him a hard time.
Yeah, he's probably not too sad he missed that 107 heat index at game time.
Although his profession, you can get a little hotter than that. They've been doing that corner coffin kick to about the 20 every time. I bet they stick with it. Yep.
Brought down about the 33-yard line. The Mustang offense has an opportunity to burn out the clock. He's hobbling on his way up. Aiden Gaines.
Looks like he's getting better. Hopefully it's just a cramp. You'd like to just milk the clock here and just run it out.
Get you a first down, really put you in great situation.
Looks like number 47, Landon Roach, going to come on as a running back. He's in the same grade. He's a good hard runner. Good baseball player.
Landon up the middle. Looks like he's going to get about 6.
Yeah, good gain of 6 or 7 there. Offensive line continuing to block well. Wade Peters. Dax Hill.
Coach,
Cooper Robinson he's another new starter this year, doing a good job.
In my conversation with Wagner this week, he's very optimistic about his line. We got to stay healthy. But he has said these guys have put the work in. Not as big as some of the lines we've had back in the past, but yep, we pulled a little early. Tried to get away with one. I believe that was Wrangler Dix that backed out of his spot just a little early. 5-yard penalty for the Mustangs. Still just second down. Brings up second down and 8. The Mustang Tailgate Show on the air. Next week at 6:30. Kickoff should be 7.
Yeah, obviously follow the district Facebook page and the high school Facebook page for any changes there. High school Facebook page is just Oologah-Talala High School.
So it's 3rd down and 4. You'd like to convert this. I'm not really sure why the clock is stopped. It's okay, it's not. It's rolling. My apologies. It's been a long day. It's been a long, hot week.
been a week. We had a lot of softball games, a lot of volleyball games. I was here at 5:15 some mornings for practice.
Off up the left side, going to get the first down and some more. It's off to the races. Down to the 30, some breakaway, 20, 10,
nice.
5, Stampede, touchdown. Mustangs, how about that for Landon Roach?
Yeah, happy for him. He runs hard.
He had some breakaway in there, too. Running away from the guys trying to catch him. Mustangs will put 6 more on the board.
Ben getting a nice little workout tonight, too.
Yeah.
8 touchdowns. We're having a hard time just getting people out there that aren't cramping up running 20, 30
Brady
yards.
Evans, as he's going in, looks like his leg was trying to cramp up on him.
Poor
Feel
kid.
for him right
he can't
now.
even get up.
Yeah, whistle blown before the...
No, they're going to say good.
Okay, good. All right. Mustangs on top, 56-20, 3:06. You wanted to burn the clock, but you never turned down the points.
No, with the rare exception, you'd never turn down the points. And that's when we mentioned, you look at the score. That's a kid that's a sophomore. He's paid his dues. He's in the same grade as my son. I've got to see him play in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th. He plays both sides of the ball, plays hard. He sees that blue turf. He wants to get to it, and super happy for him.
Couple of new faces for the Mustang family this year. Got a new boys basketball coach.
Yeah, Coach Branscombe comes over from Skytook. Got some family in Skytook. Everyone says he's just a great person, and everything I've got to know about him, I've talked to some kids like Eli Despay and Jaden Henry today in the hallway and kind of asked them how it's going, and they seem to really like him and just say he's a great person, great to talk to, great to talk basketball with. Comes from a long history of coaches, so happy to have him. We talked about Coach Seabach earlier. New softball coach comes over from BA. They've had tremendous success. She's been assistant coach of the year before, played in college, won a couple state titles. Glad to have her.
She's got a great resume, even just as a player, college athlete. Got some gold softballs, some championships associated with her and her experience on her resume. So really excited to have her. And not necessarily a new face, but a new position. He's one of our football coaches, was assistant baseball coach last year, but Lel DeVillibus is actually now our new head baseball coach.
Coach DeVillibus is a great teacher. Teaches U.S. history for me, does a great job. Head baseball coach, also doing wide receivers and D-backs. He's just a great person.
So my 8 to 5 is I'm a pastor in Sand Springs, and we took our youth and kids to church camp. Well, I had Coach D come talk to our kids. And I talked to them. Other guys, the talk they remembered was Coach D. And I think the thing they remembered most was his biceps. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't skip arm day.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I promise you.
He does it every other day or day. So a couple of guys wanted to arm wrestling, and that was so fun. But pretty sure he pulled some tendons on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want that. They don't want any of that.
They don't want. One guy's like, my shoulder still hurts. I'm like, bro, that was 2 months ago. So no, he's just a great. The kids love him. I've never seen Coach D not smiling. I'm sure there's moments, but not when BK's around. That he is.
No, he's super positive in the hallways. He's consistently that way, which is what you look for. We talk about it all the time. The kids deserve your best you every day, and he gives it to them. Also a great teacher. Good to have down that west hallway. Got Coach Warren, one of our coaches in my building, doing some in-school detention. Shout out George Peters, mayor, football coach, Sam Noble, Sean Hines, great teacher, teaches AP U.S. history for me, and of course Coach Wagner.
Van Pelt, he's on the sidelines too. He's strength and conditioning, and man, I give him some credit for our guys just being in the shape we're in tonight.
Yeah, I mean, overall we've done really, really well. Glad to see Tyler Mathis getting in the – looks like we might have jumped.
There are some younger guys. Some are older guys, but younger guys in there, and it's their opportunity. That was on them. So they jumped.
No. They marched it our way.
You're right. Long day. My apologies.
I want to shout out Harbor Church. They fed the fellas last night. We different groups throughout the community feed the kids every Friday night, and Harbor did a great job last night.
Heard it was fantastic.
Yep. It's nice for team building, but get a great, good meal in you.
3rd down, 8, minute 56 left to play.
Want to shout out Aiden Gifford getting some playing time. He's sophomore. Oh, false start. We got people out there we didn't even get on the roster right now. I'm happy for them. I'm trying to shout out as many as I can.
That's the best part of
absolutely
having the high school principal as like part of the team. Because like you can just see how they walk, and you know who that is.
Most generally, game 1 can be a little. I think 59 is Terry. Love Terry. He's a great kid. I think it's Terry Doherty. They're running a guy on late and a guy off late, or we don't have a running back, or they're going to punt. That's what's going down.
We don't have anybody back.
Yeah.
Just let that go.
They kind of flex the receiver out, which is he's been their punter. Ball take a tiger bounce.
Good tiger bounce. Yep, down to about the 22-yard line. Mustangs will take over. 54.7 seconds left in this ball game. This one is wrapped up, and the button's on top of it, the bow's on top of it. And, Kevin, we talked about the first half. I don't think you can ask for a better start to a campaign. You've got 2s and 3s have got to play tonight.
Yeah,
you know
I think they were going up and down the sidelines. I think most the coaches were saying, hey, if you haven't played, let's get you up here. Let's get you in the game.
They'll kind of evaluate injuries and see. But I think for the most part, you've come out tonight and you're going to have a full roster next week again.
Yeah, you see Brad – it's kind of one of the things we do. The starters want to get that last kneel down. So Brad's coming out there. That looks like a good sign for him.
Assistant Superintendent Ken Watkins, high school principal Kevin Hogue, and athletic director.
The old victory formation, nothing better.
Got enough time to. They'll have to do one more. It's about 4 seconds difference between the game clock and the.
And right after we wrap up, I get to meet Mr. Pemberton at midfield. Get to give him that shirt again. And good thing blue and gold goes well with a lot of things because he gets to wear it on Monday.
Down a red and white hallway.
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, we appreciate you and your support of the Mustang Network and our frail attempts of trying to broadcast high school football, sometimes from the bleachers, sometimes from hot press boxes, sometimes with new equipment. And so it's just been a blast.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a few weeks, been prepping, and that's going to be the last snap. Clock's ticking down.
Tailgate show. It is on next Friday night at 6 o'clock, should all things stay the way they are with the weather. And then the kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. For an incredible broadcasting crew, I'm Ray Kellogg along with Kevin Hogue, Jason Streeter, Asher Streeter, and Nate Osborne, our camera guys. Hope you guys have an incredible Mustang week. We will see you back next Friday night. Good night, everybody.